Kia ora and good evening to you all watching on this Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Wellington Saints, Nelson Giants at TSB Arena for the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Looking forward to this, the last game of Rapid League for round 7. Two teams who are about to get at it. Lindsay Tate on hand. And Lindsay, Rapid League, we love it. It's up and down, and it gives the young bloods a chance to run.
Yeah, Miles, appreciate you having me, brother. I'm looking forward to seeing these young gunners get up and down this evening. It'll be fun.
Nelson Giants have dropped only one game. They topped the Broadband Rapid League ladder. Sky Broadband Rapid League has been a happy hunting ground for the Giants bench, and it is every point matters, and you can see the points differential there. Points percentage is really good in favour of the Giants. That counts for the Sal's NBL main ladder as well. The Saints in the 5th spot, 4-3, looking for a dub here, but they'll be up against it. They have size to the Giants, but the Saints, they have a new addition to that bench, and Darnay Samuel, he is back. But for the Giants, Mike Fitchett and his coaching crew, they got some good young players. Caleb Chamberlain plays virtually all the minutes of Rapid League. Phil Jones and Cat Jones' son, Hayden Jones, is number 13. And we might even see just a little bit of Sammy Dempster out there as well, just to get his legs going. As they're running just the one sub this afternoon, early evening. And for Troy McLean, Zico Coronel, they are looking at the experience of Darnay Samuel, added to the roster just a week or so ago. Dougal, Mita, Plumtree. You're familiar with the game of Plumtree, Lindsay Tate. He is an exciting talent.
Yeah, he is. Was lucky enough to spend a couple of weeks with him recently in the States, and great kid, a lot of energy, really talented. So again, looking forward to see the likes of him and Hayden Jones go at it this evening. It'll be fun.
It's the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head stats. You see the Giants and the Saints starting to put it together over the last 5 games, but the Giants scoring 41 a game in Rapid League.
Yeah, you spoke earlier about them being big for sure, but they're obviously playing with a lot of pace, and they've got guys that can shoot that thing from the perimeter, so putting a lot of points on the board. 10.7 points is a lot. He's from the Jones Whakapapa for sure.
Yeah, they can shoot. Maya Jones as well, sister. That is a Hoops family, as we love to see in Sky Broadband Rapid League and the Sal's NBL. These are your referees for this game, and crowd is building on the waterfront of Wellington. Always great crowds for Saints games. It's a fantastic venue. It's an indoor jewel in the crown of the Wellington waterfront.
Always a fun place to play down on the waterfront of Wellington.
Quick turnover as well.
Yeah, and very similar to the style we saw in the States in the AAU circuit, with these kind of short, fast games, real talented dudes playing at a real high pace.
Darnay Samuel pulling the trigger early, misses that. Giants get it back. Here is Hayden Jones.
They're just playing out of a little horns action. Got the switch there.
Darnay does well.
boards. And we spoke about that last time we did a game, Miles. board straight out to the 3. It's like a free pass to fire one up.
It certainly is.
Man, I wish I was playing in 2024.
That clock shortens and you've got a license to shoot. And a foul already. Here's Evans picking up his dribble, and Tyson Whakapase lost the handle and was knocked out of his hand, so it will be the Saints ball. Caslow Evans on the baseline, trying to find Darnay. Darnay Samuel tracks it down.
Young Caslow Evans Jr. and Davidson down there, seeing them go against each other a couple of times in high school. It's a great matchup of young guys coming through at the point guard position.
Darnay, silky smooth player. He has got a great touch from every spot on the floor.
Yeah, Miles, you're not wrong. Darnay and Tohi are two of the most talented bigs that we've got, in the country. When they're on point, they're very difficult to stop.
The turnover there for the Giants. Caleb Chamberlain just fired it towards Nick Davidson, but it was too strong.
Yeah, Troy Plumtree, my fault, Miles. And Hayden Jones recently just named to the New Zealand 17 squad going to the World Champs in Turkey this year. So, you know, great accomplishment, and hopefully they get to shine on the world stage and show what we're about.
Well, that speaks volumes about the depth and the talent coming through. Lindsay Tate, you've seen it firsthand in Auckland basketball, being a coach of the Auckland Grammar School.
Yeah, the game is exploding around the country, and I guess it's our job to try and cater to that and the growth of it. And pretty lucky that we get the opportunity to showcase our skills on the world stage.
Saints foul on that baseline. Another turnover. Dane Samuel with it. Giants in a bit of trouble here. A few miscues on the offensive end. And Dane on the high post, looking for cutters. Decides to go himself, stepping through, off the glass and in. He is a handful in the Sal's NBL, let alone this level.
Definitely looked like a man there, man against boys. You could see that was a light one.
Nick Davidson with it.
Trying to exploit that mismatch there on Kaz.
Good defense from the Saints. Beats the shot clock.
Yeah, tough finish there. Little runner straight down the lane over the top of the smaller defender. Great touch by Jones. Very poised and nice pace he plays with for such a young fella. Still a baby in basketball years.
Rangimaria Dougal-Mita fouled on that drive.
And Ingham Miles, he's been around for a minute now. How long's he been in the league? He's been doing his thing.
Well, Tom Ingham, yeah, he has been around a lot. He is 5th in Rapid League in Sal's NBL when it comes to shooting the three-point shot.
Nice.
In the Rapid League, I should say. So just a tick under 39%.
Oh, a little split section there. A lot of teams are running that off the baseline out of bounds, and miscommunication. Just gave up a wide open layup. Good pressure in the backcourt. Giants just a little bit stagnant right now on offense.
Jason Dutta with the foul there on the drive. Both teams getting after it around the mid-court area as well, really putting pressure and shortening that clock.
Yeah, it's nice to see them get after it defensively in such a short game. A lot of these young brothers coming off the bench, they ain't got nothing to lose. Get after it. The Saints switching a lot on defense, and Nelson's trying to exploit that. Breakout here for an easy one from Tyson. Well, I thought it's easy one way to get back from the young fella. Hayden Jones not giving up on the play.
Certainly not. That is good trans defense there. And that'll be a feature of the game for the Giants. More on that in the main game from Coach Mike Fitchett. Tyson Fatapaese at the line.
Yeah, and the Giants kind of reflecting how their coach played, you know. Don't give up on any plays. Hayden Jones, deceptive athlete as well.
Fatapaese from Tawa College, along with the Golds. It's all Ben Gold warming up. Sam Gold as well, his brother. Part of that Tawa College high school team of a couple of years ago.
Yeah, a lot of talent coming out of that Tawa College group. Ben doing his thing overseas on the big stage at Marquette. Tough take.
Caleb Chamberlain to the cup.
You said he's kind of like the Josh Hart of the Rapid League. He just doesn't sub off, Miles. Just energy for days.
That is right. Hafaru Hippolyte tried to find the cut up. And Arthur Pilcher, and it's broken up by the Giants. They can cut it to 2 or 1 with a 3 here.
Looks like they're holding for the last shot of the quarter.
It's about a 1.5 differential as Jones off the glass.
Swing for the left foot, left hand, float runner. Tough. And he's quite happy to go at this mismatch right now. You know, Dane's doing his thing down the other end, but you've got to try and exploit it down this end as well. So love the recognition of that from the young fella, and obviously not scared to go at someone of Dane's stature, which is great to see, man.
Well,
see Nick Mills back down there, still posted up down the bottom.
on the baseline there.
Yep, down the baseline.
I don't think Nick
My
sits. He does. Yeah, he doesn't sit a lot. He stands down there.
Oh, and Jay Mills as well. Beautiful. Gonna get one more shot at it here, the Saints.
Here comes Dane. Felt the contact all over him. Dane just bullying his way, and finally they blow the foul. And Dane, it's nothing on his shoulders. One, and then another one, two, and then three.
Yeah, well, it's tough finish, tough finish.
Ashton
Pretty
Inwood
good D.
was all over him.
Little mouse in the house action.
Isaiah Liafa getting ready, looking on. Dane at the Chemist Warehouse foul line. This is a good lead with 1.5 to go in the first quarter, and that'll do us. Saints with an 11-4 lead after 4 minutes of basketball. And that is a good effort. Just missing the one shot. And that was a 3-ball to start the game for Dane Samuel and the Giants. Just the 4 points. Chemist Warehouse official stats partner of the Sales NBL.
Yeah, man, interesting quarter two, Mel's. If you look at the score, it looks like it's a little bit more spread than it felt. You know, the Giants were 1 or 2 shots away from almost taking the lead towards the end of that quarter. So hopefully they can pull this thing back a little bit in the second and make it interesting. Love me a close game.
Oh, it helps. That's true. I've got a message from Hugh Bainan, who is part of the Nelson Giants commentary team with Hayden's dad, Phil Jones, an icon of New Zealand basketball, your former teammate.
Yes, Phil. Lights out shooter. Hugh, what's up, man?
And he says that Plumtree and Jones, they played against each other in the under-17s quarter-final last year, the Nationals. Jones won, and Nelson won the championship, and Jones was the MVP. Just getting in the Nelson love there.
He messaged you that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And they played in the secondary school final last year.
Message him back and ask who won the national championships.
Plumtree was the MVP. Plumtree and Wellington College beating Jones and Waimea College.
No, man, great games too. Was lucky enough to watch them, and yes, a lot of talent on display. A lot of respect for both of those players, coaches, and programs.
All due respect to Waimea College, but I haven't heard too many times that they've been in that national championship game. That is an outstanding effort.
Yeah, Phil's had them right there the last 2 years, and I know they're coming again this year, so a team on the rise to watch out for.
Offensive rebound, Sammy Dempster in the corner in the pulled
Oh yeah, Sammy Dempster pulled that choke out in the first quarter and warmed up the engine.
The 33-year-old out there. Rebound by Evans.
Oh. Seen the mismatch down there straight away. Threw it in there and drew the foul.
Dane in the middle once again.
Yeah, and tough one for Nelson. He just looks like he's so much bigger than them right now, you know? I know, okay. It's probably the best bet, getting him subbed out. Or I'd for sure say playing at a pace that he has to keep up with.
That's a 5-second call on the inbounds.
A real 5-second call.
Good effort from the Giants.
Yeah, well done. Kind of a little breakers action here for Nelson. Davidson real aggressive on the drive.
Oh, and one.
Yeah, missed one previous on a pretty good take, and I like the way this young fella's been playing in the small stuff I've seen this year. He's aggressive. He looks like he's in good shape. Coached against him a little bit. Yeah, talented prospect.
Yeah, he's 19 years old from Nelson College. You're unfamiliar with the schools in Nelson College and Nayland. They are two powerhouse basketball programs. Waimea obviously as well with Jones's involvement. And here's the third leading scorer in Rapid League is Nick Davidson, averaging just under 11 points a game. And he closes it up to a 4-point lead to the Saints. But the player said, can't get that, but then it's a foul. Who's it going to be on? Is it going to be on Hippolyte? Pallacanestro.
I'm not sure who they called that one on. Sorry, Miles. Tough call, though.
Let the play-by-play catch up on the live stats. They'll let us know.
Oh, nice fake handoff. Hit him with the Vacona on that one. And kept it for the right-hand lay.
Shout out to Mika Vacona. Giants legend.
He just pulled it to 2. Miles, looks like this group's managed to kind of get the pace up and move the ball from side to side a little bit. And obviously, Dane sitting down's impacted the game, but back to 2 here.
There's Nick Mills in the back of shot there, owner of the Saints. He's been an owner for decades.
Yeah, man. Mills family.
One of the great owners of this league.
Great servant to the game.
He's been through it all in this league. He's seen the highs and the lows, and he's stuck with it, which is just awesome. Start to play a set. That's waved off. He travelled.
And Nick Mills too brought so many characters over. When you look back from the Kenny Max all the way through that whakapapa, brought a lot of light to the basketball community in New Zealand.
There's almost a pressure that goes with being the Saints as well, having to bring in and spend the money and bring in the high quality players, whether they're imports or local legends like yourself, Lindsay.
I think for sure, you know, if you're going down to Wellington, the expectation is to try and win. And, the beautiful thing is they'll kind of put the resource behind you to do that. But if you don't get the job done, then yeah, you'll be on the chopping block, and that's how it goes in professional sports. That's how it goes, and you know. So I was always cool with that when I was around it. You know what you were signing up for. You want to try and compete to win every time that you go out there for a season. Otherwise, what's the point, you know?
You've got, is it 7 titles to your name of the Sales NBL?
I do, but I was just lucky to play on a lot of really good teams and have a lot of good.
You are humble.
A lot of good ownerships and stuff behind me for real, because it's a team sport, you know.
Good hands from the Saints. And going the other way.
Tough finish, 2 foot, beautiful. Trying to teach the young fellas that, you know. Sometimes when you go up off one there, they can catch you at the ring, but that 2 foot plant, it kind of takes away their momentum as well and gives you a strong base to finish off.
That's good hands. Slapping down is always a risk, but Caslo Evans was clean with the steal, and Maria Dugomita from the line connects, and that is a 3-point play opportunity that has given them a 5-point lead here. Coming up a minute 30 to go in this half. Sky Broadband Rapid League.
And you're right, Miles, it was the defense that did that. I love young Kaz. He's a dog on defense.
Oh,
he
great
gets after
look.
it. Great pass.
Backdoor cut is good from Ashton Inwood. Dane's back. That's play set. Lost the handle. And Giants defense to the 4 on that occasion.
And he's their leading scorer this season in the Rapid League, Tyson, but he's had a tough start to this, but a whole nother half to go. Both teams playing kind of in a 5-out spread offense a lot of the time, so a lot of room to move out there if you get a step on somebody. Just got to make the right read once you get past them. There's Davidson at the end of the cup.
Nick Davidson has 5 points.
Just straight line, gassed him on that one. As guards, we can't give those up. Dane's back out there.
3 ball, front of the rim. Dempster cleans it up. Could push for a 2-for-1, and there is the player timeout option for both squads left in this first half. One per half.
Words out of my mouth. Miles, you're a point guard out here.
Sorry,
with the 2-for-1 read, brother. Hey, little hands up.
Dane. Happy to run the clock down. Shot clock is off, and Dane is going to call that player timeout with 14 seconds to go.
It's interesting why he called that there. I thought Nelson might burn theirs at the end of the first when there was 1.5 left. Can you advance it?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Dane, I think he was in 2 minds because he did cross over and then call it, obviously, and he got called in the backcourt, and they could have advanced it.
Just be getting those basketball legs up under him still, Miles, you know. Quick timeout.
It's great to see Dane back in the Sales NBL. He's in there because Hiram Harris, question mark over his fitness. He's not going to play in this game that's coming up. after the Sky Broadband Rapid League.
Yeah, man, it's a shame. Would have loved to see H out there tonight, but best wishes to you, brother. Hope you're back out there soon, man.
3 ball to end the half. Nick Davidson goes bang, and he has 8. And it's the lead for the Giants as they head to half-time. What a comeback by the Giants. That is a 12-point quarter after only having 4 after 1 quarter of basketball. And Nick Davidson's 3 gives them the lead. Chemist Warehouse stats for you as well. I believe that points hasn't been updated because he's got 8 now, Nick Davidson. Rebounds, everybody on the glass for the Giants, it looks like. Caslo Evans getting it done with the ball for the Saints as well.
Yeah, Kaz, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, one block, was it? Steal all over the court.
Yeah, got the steal too. Get your large veggie pizza for $30. Just use that QR code and then punch in sales crossover, all one word. It's valid until Tuesday.
Yeah, does your mum like large veggie pizzas? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. To Mom, B, much love to you all. We appreciate you.
That's a great idea. I mean, if you're thinking about getting a large veggie pizza at this point on Mother's Day, you need to take a long, hard look at yourself, but it's a great option.
Because it's the thought that counts, man.
It's 5:52.
It is the thought that counts.
It's 5:52 p.m. local. And if you haven't got dinner sorted for Mum,
take it out the box.
There's no better option than a Sal's pizza.
It's a healthy option too.
It is.
See H out there coaching, awesome. Love to see when you're kind of older, more veteran dudes are still invested and care about the young fellas. It goes a long way for the culture of your group. It means a lot to them young fellas. Really
impressive as well. Seeing him warming up before this Rapid League game and not having anything on his knee, and he was working up a sweat as well. That's a good sign for the Saints that if it's not heavily bandaged, as Dempster gives them a bigger lead. That's now 19-14 and almost get the turnover as well.
Yeah, beautiful little play out of the timeout there, and Sammy D can really stroke that thing, just pop back kind of out to the wing slot and knock that thing right down. Great play call by Nelson there.
That was Tom Ingham, to hit that 3 before half time. Davidson with the assist on that 3. And then back into it. Saints come up empty-handed. The Giants get a stop.
You're dried up a little bit here, the Saints.
Apologies to Ingham on that one.
Be nice to get a look for Dane inside and get their feet in the paint, get something at the ring.
Dane. There is Plumtree, number 8.
See Nelson kind of matching Dane with Dempster, obviously the biggest kind of veteran that they have the ability to put on right now.
That's just peak. That's peak Dane. He's got a bag, it's large, and he was in it on that one. Flat, off the glass, spinning in.
Little baby hook.
And tough physical screens up high. And Jones is fouled on the drive. Plumtree and Jones, that's a matchup.
It was tough. It'd be nice to see a replay on that. Plumtree's had a couple there where he probably could meet them a little bit earlier, but it looks like a lot of chest and arms.
Tane Plumtree, his brother, played for the Blues in Super Rugby, now he was in Wales. And John Plumtree, his father, coach, was one of the coaches for the All Blacks. Coached at Super Rugby level as well. It's an athletic family. Jones for the second from the Chemist Warehouse.
Nice stroke. Looks like he's putting. 2-3 footer.
Plumtree there with the drive, the left hand. That's nice.
And a little pin down action, and on the top, he's coming back to a strong hand and finishing over the middle. He loves that move from the corner, Troy.
Nice backdoor cut, dropping it off. Ball movement supreme.
Both teams look like they're almost running identical offenses, kind of in semi-trans.
Unrewarded for some pretty passing from the Giants. Ingham couldn't connect from 3.
Have a quick break here, England, with their one-man bench.
Evans with the ball.
Same action as before, a little pin down.
Darnay knocking that down over Sam Dempster. Darnay Samuel with 12 now.
And like we spoke about earlier off air, Mel's like he'll get you at the ring. He can pop out and shoot threes. It's all smooth. It's, you know, he's rebounding at the other end. Really talented, Darnay. Really talented.
That referee call was out of our frame, so excuse us. It is still with the Saints.
Tied up here, heading into the 4th. Got that mismatch again. Going at it.
Samuel cleans it up.
That breakout dribble.
That's just been out of basketball at that level for a little bit for Darnay, really, isn't it? Just that touch.
Yeah, just getting your basketball legs and lungs back under you, getting that feel, but for him it comes pretty naturally. But yeah, love to see him when he's in, you know, his best shape. He can really rock.
Here's Davidson.
The Saints switching a lot, Miles. And Giants just going right at it. Not really scoring on the last couple, but that's basically what's going on right now in the matchups.
All tied up at 21. And a breakdown again from the Saints. Turnovers starting to mount up a little bit in this 3rd quarter now. That is the 8th turnover in the game.
Yeah, and that's a lot for a game that this short. You know, the last 2 were pretty sloppy, so I'm going to tighten up for this last minute 15 here.
You're not going to beat the league's top team at 7-1 in Sky Broadband Rapid League by turning the ball over like this, but you might if you can get stops like they have done the last couple of possessions.
Yeah, that was a great look. Hit him with the TJ McConnell, just straight to the pocket and pulled.
Dougal Mita got lucky on that one. And here he is. Mario Dougal Mita had to get through some literal giants to get that shot up. Here's Dempster.
Giving the Giants another opportunity for a 2-for-1 here. But they got a turnover instead, unfortunately, on that one.
Shout out to Sammy Dempster's wife as well. He's in Wellington on Mother's Day.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the mothers letting their mans do their things today. We appreciate you.
Darnay. Oh, the cut was there. The look was good.
And you can hear the 3-man Nelson bench, 2 of them being coaches, just yelling, dig, 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 when Darnay catches it, because you need to send somebody there, otherwise it's probably going to be a lay in the smile.
Shot clock is off for the Giants. Still looking for a bucket here. It's been locked at 21 for a while.
Another middle on ball to a switch, and he's going at it again for the 3rd time.
Just left it long. How did that find
Oh.
the Saints? Pilcher at the buzzer off a pinpoint pass from Darnay Samuel.
Yeah, and small one but big one, Mel's. You know, I think they still had the ability to play for the last shot, or didn't need to get one up that quickly, you know, and probably could have taken a little bit more time on the initial take to get that thing down. They get unlucky and you go into the breakdown 3. It's a tough break.
I've sold Darnay's pass a little bit overzealous with the pinpoint. That came off the hand of Sammy D, unfortunately, for the Giants. And it was Pilcher who benefited from the deflection and knocks that 3 down. And that gives them the 24-21 lead. Get your Sky Broadband Fibre starter from just $30 a month for the first 3 months. Use the website there or ring that number. And Saints looking good. They got some stops, Lindsay Tate.
Yeah, buckled down and got some stops and a couple sloppy turnovers there, but managed to hold on to the ball at the end there and get some good looks. That's what's got them this lead here, but it's a close one, man. I believe that's Coach Sheet over there with Fitch, and he's a heck of a coach as well, so he'll be talking to them about that clock time management towards the end of the game. A great little play again to get that hook pass back for the three. Boards from the smallest man on the court.
Caswell Evans crossover. Gets the roll.
Tough take from not the biggest of stature, but he plays pretty big. It's a big one too, put him up 5. Saints still switching out here. Let's see if the Giants are going to keep going to that. Davidson really aggressive, hasn't had a lot of success for the last couple of minutes though.
Davidson crosses over himself.
Like, take that, LT. He's going to keep attacking that, and I like that, you know. Aggressive for the young fella. He missed 3 previous to that and then just got an easy one, so I really like that, man. Him staying aggressive.
Spin move, Evans in his bag. With the finish, Caswell Evans getting it done here for the Saints.
Yeah, laid him twice, you know, and Davidson's pretty solid defender, but he straight lined him the first time, and this time he gets in the lane, hits him with a little spin move. Off foot, strong hand finish, man. Great take by Kaz there. Dad was a heck of a player too. Kaz Sr., Church College, all over the ring.
Saints with a 6-point lead now, and a foul on the drive right up at the beginning of it.
Yeah, not a bad foul either. He had a kind of space for speed, a straight line run up, so kind of a smart take foul there. First for the period.
Jones.
Pretty good D.
Pilcher, now it's Dane Samuel, and they got all of them there.
Yeah, Nelson just happy to kind of use these on balls and get that switch and go straight at it, space the floor and go straight at it. And going to get to the line here, probably the best that you could hope for right now. Stop the clock, send one of your best free throw shooters to the line, get one of their best players a foul.
It's building nicely at this arena. Crowd-wise, you see the Saints there. Zeke Coronel and his team. There's a lot of experience on that bench for the Giants right now. 5-point Saints lead, 2:39 to go. Caswell Evans Jr. slips. Manages to find Plumtree. Under 5 to shoot. Evans Jr. Good rebound from Chamberlain. Caleb Chamberlain, and he gets the N1 himself.
Man, and another just straight line drive there, kind of playing out a semi-trans. Caught him napping a little bit. Got him on his hip and got through for the easy lay. Exactly what Nelson wants, quick baskets, stop the clock.
Right, sorry, that's Inwood, Ashton Inwood with the drive.
Yeah, he's an athlete, Miles. He's had some real athletic plays out here. Lefty. Boards to Hayden Jones. Those really hurt at this stage of the game.
Entry with the defense. Caswell Evans with the ball. 2 minutes to go. Saints defense has been good. Giants equal in this 4th quarter. Jones poked away.
Good hands by...
Really good hands.
Missed that.
By Dougal Nita.
Great hands.
And this is a team that scores over 40 points a game, the Giants, in Sky Broadband Rapid League. Down to 26 so far. A minute 48 to go. Just the one sub, mind you. It's Jones. Got the bump. Gets the roll. Hayden Jones, fouled by Darnay Samuel.
The same recipe, Miles. They're making me look pretty good out here, bro. They're getting that switch, and they're just going straight at that, what they feel is a mismatch, I guess, defensively, offensively. And best case scenario for Nelson, and ones. Worst case scenario for Saints, and ones.
Tied up here. Misses it, it rolls out. Saints still have the lead, 1 point.
You can hear Troy McLean there, one of the Saints greats on the side, who's got the lead right now, saying pace, pace. Just wants to get the ball from side to side. So much success at this level in just shifting the defense and loosening it up before you attack.
Darnay Samuel falling away. That is a patented fall away for Darnay Samuel. It doesn't matter if you've got a hand in the face or not, does it, Lindsay?
Smooth.
Jones now. Giants down 3. Country on the switch. Kick out. That 3 misses. And a foul. 93 feet away.
Rapid League is so fast. They just got through all that. And when Ingham caught it in the corner, there was still 10 seconds left on the clock, and it felt like they'd had it for, you know, a regular 24. So fast-paced league. Wellington right now, 100% at the line. Don't want to put a jinx on the young fella.
And yeah, they're not shooting foul. That's just the second team foul.
Okay.
It's the bonus after 3. I don't know why they thought the shots were coming there.
Still a 1-possession game here with a minute left.
Plumtree. Got to pay a set. Left it on the front rim. Dougal Meter with the follow.
And these O boards are big, you know, just another position. It's so crucial at this part of the game. You've got to get a tag on someone.
Darnay.
Another O board.
It goes to Dempster.
2 for 1 here.
I think Darnay was pointing at the shot clock. It didn't reset.
Pretty sure they still got their player timeout as well.
They do, and it's Dempster with the right hand.
Sammy D, right foot, right hand. Tough. And another and one, Miles? Was that like 3rd or 4th for the quarter?
There were a lot of and ones in the game I called last night with Crystal Ledger Walker in the Sal's NBL between the Hawks and the Nuggets. This might be a Sky Broadband Rapid League and one record. Darnay called for the foul. That's his 4th.
Tough finish by Sammy D.
He converts this. The Saints can pretty much have the last shot here.
Yep. You want one shot here. Oh, that, I don't, did he just call a timeout they didn't have, Miles? I don't, did he, Chris Webber?
No, I don't think so.
He did it?
I don't, yeah, well, he didn't motion the timeout, but nothing coming, and then Darnay calls the timeout.
Oh, you get 1.5? My fault. You get 1.5?
You get 1.5.
Okay, got you.
They called the time. Sammy Dempster's questioned that as well. Drama late. And the vet is questioning that.
And not one to, you know, really get after the referees. Played against him a lot, Sammy D, like really even-tempered. So it obviously must be something worth discussing, Miles.
But again, the clock shortens here. They wasted 12 seconds. Now it's Darnay. Dempster on him.
Just flattening out right now. Okay, middle on ball, they switched it.
Jones with the switch.
He's gonna keep it.
Darnay off the glass, gets it in! Darnay Samuel calls game for the Saints. And the Giants go down. Just their 2nd loss in the Sky Broadband Rapid League.
I think there might have been some time left on that clock, Miles, when that thing dropped through.
When it went through, and there might just be a 2nd left.
Yeah, Ingham is doing an old school LT and losing it under there. And fair enough, man. Like, yeah.
There should be a 2nd left for the Giants.
They're going to need to do an old school Duke Christian Leitner here if they've got any chance by the looks of things, Miles. I think they've used their player timeout this half. They can't advance it.
Kentucky heartbreak. That Leitner was unbelievable catch and turn around. You've got a second to work with here. We're just trying to put that back on the clock and the venue in on our score ticker here.
And man, what a great finish at the other end, you know. Had a real tough run for Wellington coming down, and they run their stuff to get it to their main guy. He gets a great look at the end and puts him to sleep if they can hold on right here.
1 second on the clock.
Probably looking for a little touchdown play here. I assume 1 second left in the full court.
And they call their player timeout, so they can.
They do have it great.
Yeah, they can go to over halfway. They can. So, what do you run here?
So you normally have an end of game package, you know, Miles, where you've worked on your scenarios at practice. You know whether you've got a timeout to come out of, if you're playing live, if it's full court, half court. You know who you're targeting and the actions that you're getting into. So I would say with this group, they'll be able to get a good look if they execute.
I think it's a Tom Ingham shot here.
Yeah, and they've got Jones inbounding, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I'd like to have him out there ready to pull that thing. They don't really have enough time to get it back to him.
There it is, the action. And it's going to be Dempster with the catch, and he couldn't get it. It was too high. And the Giants, they go down 33-31. The Saints, with the defense, holding the top team in Sky Broadband Rapid League to 31 points when they're averaging over 40 for the season, and that's a good win for the Saints. We'll take a break. We'll have some highlights from last season for you, and we'll be back with the main game in around 18 minutes as we go through the stats for you. A great game from Darnay Samuel for the Saints, 16-6. Caslow Evans had his fingerprints all over this win for the Saints as well. He stuffed the stat sheet. Blocks, steals, assists, rebounds, 5 points as well. And an excellent win for the Saints on their home floor. We will be with you in around 18 minutes time with the main game. It's the Saints and the Giants coming from TSB Arena. That's coming up next.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please, all eyes on the court for a very special... against the Otago Nuggets on Sunday, the 5th of May. Her NBL career has spanned 22 years, where she has been one of the limited number of female officials to work at the highest level of the professional basketball league. She has officiated 11 final games and is one of the just 3 officials to cross 400-game mark, and has set the record-breaking milestone by surpassing the previous holder, Dallas Pickering, by officiating her 463rd game of her career. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Melanie O'Connor. screen for the Toyota shootout video. Let's see you, Saints fan. You know the drill. I know there's more of you out there than that. Don't be shy. We're all family here. Let's see you, Saints fan. Let's light it up. Saints family, welcome back to TNT Arena for the best show in town. It's Sunday, so let's end the weekend the right way by getting loud and welcome our team back to McFadden Court. They are the 12-time South NBL champions, our Wellington. Saints family, there's one more introduction we all are making some noise for. With over 40 years with the Wellington Saints, give it up for the best mascot in all the land, Basquetbol! Well, thank you, Wellington, for joining us on your Sunday, Mother's Day. For the best show in town, it's the NZNBL Round 7. With our Mills Saints taking on the Nelson Giants. Saints getting the job in for Blackstar rapidly. Hopefully we go 2-2 tonight. We're in for another one, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to our game day sponsor, Go Media.
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster. E for exciting, entertainment, energy, and epic. Cells NBL 2024 is rated E. Back to the road. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. I don't care what you think you got.
Kia ora and welcome along to TSB Arena in Wellington. The Saints, owner of 12 titles, and the Sal's NBL hosting the Nelson Giants. And what will be an excellent game of basketball to round out round 7. This is a good rivalry between these two teams. Andrew Mulligan, Lindsay Tate on hand. Dan Futu will feature prominently for the Giants. And Lindsay, what are you looking forward to matchup-wise as we look at what people can vote for, who will win and by how much on the mixandpick.com?
Yeah, appreciate you, Miles. Really excited about tonight. I've been lucky enough to catch these two teams, and I'm actually excited about seeing Kobe Langley go up against Isaiah Leafa. You know, two really exciting point guards, and watching them play is going to be fun this evening for someone that tried to be a point guard a long time ago.
Tried to be. Come on, Lindsay, you cannot sell yourself short. Lindsay Tate, one of the greats, owner of 7 titles, played for the Tall Blacks, and people are picking it. It's a Saints 11-point plus win. As we look at the ladder here, Lindsay, do you think 11 points or more is feasible for the Saints team?
I think it's very feasible for them. At the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if Nelson plays them close this evening. Their record to me is a little bit deceptive. I don't think they reflect kind of a team that's only got 3 wins and 5 losses. They've been a lot more competitive than that in the games that I've seen.
Yeah, it is a race for the 6th spot, it feels, at the moment. The Nuggets have lost 4 of their last 5. They're sliding. The Hawks improved. They beat the Nuggets. They're up to 4-4. The Saints sitting pretty. They've got 3 games, including this one in hand, over the Tuatara, who've had a heavy schedule of 10 games already. And we're not even through the midway point of the Sal's NBL, as we are getting very near it, to be fair. This is how round 8, the start of it, looks like for your weekdays next week. Hawks and Bulls will get us underway, and that'll be an interesting game. Nuggets and Tuatara again. That's a fascinating game. The Tuatara dealing to the Jets, the Nuggets in a shootout against the Hawks last night, and the Rams and the Fi got up over the Nuggets to start round 7. The Rams got up over the Airs in what was a great game of basketball from Cal Stadium. And this is how it looks for the visitors. McNaught, Langley, Akwuba, and Greta and Futu, the 2 Dans, rounding out an excellent starting 5 for Coach Mike Fitchett. And he's looking for one particular piece of defense to get them into this game against the Saints.
Fitch, welcome back to Wellington. Always a big game between the Giants and the Saints are playing with pace this season. How will you go about limiting that tonight?
You know, our defensive transition's a massive focus for us. That starts at the offensive end by taking good shots and shots we expect to take, but then we've got to sprint back. They're lethal in transition, so huge focus for us.
Awesome. Speaking about focuses inside the camp this week, what are you looking for? What are you looking for from your team?
Defense. We've been pretty poor defensively the last couple of weeks, so seeing whether our guys will stand up and put a chest in front of someone and play with a little bit of physicality, execute game plan. That's what we're looking for tonight.
Awesome. All the best, Fitch.
Thank you.
Handshakes, we're on.
Handshakes all round at TSB Arena. Michael Fitchett, you would have battled him at the point guard spot as well. Lindsay Tate, here's the starting 5, and that starting 5 is excellent for head coach Zico Coronel. You can see no Hiram Harris on the bench there. He is out with a knee complaint, so Malik Ben-Levy gets the start. Tohi Smith-Milner, Ben Eyre and Azalea from the backcourt. Tohi up front with that man and Ben-Levy as well. That's a big bruising starting 5 no matter where you look.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Miles. H isn't playing and you can still start a starting 5 of that kind of caliber. It's a luxury at this level. So Saints very lucky, you know. Both teams very well coached, so I'm excited, man. I'm looking forward to this one.
I'm always looking forward to a Zico Coronel interview. A beautiful basketball mind. Here he is now.
Zico, welcome back home. The Giants always step on the court with good energy and a game plan. What are the key things you and the team have talked about ahead of tonight's clash?
This is how we approach it every time. The Giants are basically irrelevant. This is the Saints play today, so the key things are all about us and our foundation habits. And who we play against is much lower in the pecking order of importance.
6-1 to start the season, and you're a coach who's always looking for improvement. What are some of the things you are looking to lift and build on out of today's game?
I mean, triumph and disaster, treat those two imposters just the same. You know, we're not anywhere near the team that we hope to be and need to be if we hope to continue to have wins. So our focus is just, can we play the next possession better than we ever have before as a collective, and then we continually focus on this.
Thanks for your time.
And still with the Saints, the voting goes for the Saints winning this one 11+ in the mix and picks voting mechanism. We'll put the QR code up throughout the game. Here it is, head to head, and the Saints absolutely pouring points on per game. Lindsay Tate.
Yeah, I mean, they got threats all over the court. They play at a really high pace. They shoot a lot of threes, so no surprise there. One of, if not the top offenses in the whole league right now.
23 assists a game. That's good for first in the Sal's NBL. And not only do the Saints score almost 102 points a game on average, they hold opponents to under 87 a game. And it is pressure of the scoreboard. If you get in a hole against the Saints, that is the pressure that you're able to get up against it, and you can feel that. Melanie O'Connor, she is being recognised in this game beforehand as a presentation for her 463 games last week.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. That's a lot of hours in the gym. Not always doing the most luxurious job. It's not always comfortable. So congratulations, much respect to you on your achievement.
A legendary effort, surpassing Dallas Pickering's 462 games. These are two great referees of the game and able to dedicate themselves to refereeing these athletes hundreds of times. It's
great servants to the game, these referees, and what they have to endure at times. So we appreciate you all as well. We can't play without them, you know.
I would not last a quarter as a referee if Casey Frank was playing as he did.
Oh, Case. I think he still gets thrown out of men's leagues games, doesn't he? That's my man, Case. Shout out, baby.
The Choppers have a fine system?
Not at all. It's
no, I didn't think they would.
It's the opposite of that.
Theo Akwuba there on your screen for the Giants. He is going to have his hands full, but he is capable of it. He is an import from Alabama. He's come from Finland, playing in that league. A lot of players have come from Finland to the Sal's NBL for this season. Tohi Smith-Milner, he has been filling it up. He shoots 42% from three.
You lit it up the last time we got to do a game together, Miles, against the Nuggets. I think he had about 7 or 8.
He did, you're right.
So better get it. He's got the big fella out there, though, guarding him. Looks like a long athlete. Saw a game where he was protecting the ring, so great matchup. Another one all over the court.
Violation on the jump ball, so Saints have it to start with.
And straight away, you can see the pace they play with is quick, even in the half court.
Oh, Tohi Smith-Milner saw him winding down, puts it up, falls down, knocks it down.
I'm going to do all Tohi's games. We need to hook up. Good duo right now.
Here's McNaught. Dan Greta. Those locks flowing. And he knocks down the elbow jumper.
Yeah, and interesting to see Saints still switching there. Always like to see what the teams are doing defensively in those interactions.
Leafa.
A couple of Bulldogs right there, Isaiah Leafa and Alex McNaught. I'm sure they saw a bit of each other at training with the Breakers when Alex wasn't dressing up like a
Jedi.
A Jedi.
Harry Potter. Everything and anything for Alex McNaught. Loved the tunnel walk. Did McNaught with the ball now. And that three is in and out for Kobe Langley.
Yeah, quick double there in the one more, and Langley's got a nice looking stroke, the lefty.
That man fouled the defense. And he's fouled, that man.
Great take, solid, just got to 2 feet. Probably, I thought he was going to get the call earlier there. Looked like there was a bit of singlet, but ended up getting the call at the end.
That's a long team.
Long, versatile. They can look like they can switch all over the court, 1 through 5. So no surprise that they're doing what they're doing defensively.
Always a good night at a Saints game.
Used to love playing down there and against Wellington, because there's always going to be people in the building that care, which as an athlete is pretty much all that you want, right? Like somewhere you can put on a show.
Yeah, they know their basketball in Wellington, and it's always been a fantastic product.
Yeah, ever since Kenny Mack days, all the way through, they've always put on a great show and product.
Greta on the weak side with the find, and Dan Greta goes up to put it down. Futu gambles. Ben Levy has it. Man. Oh, what a block, Akwuba.
There's that rim protection we were talking about.
My goodness.
Well, with the left there. Great block. And at the other end, Saints just got caught sleeping, ball watching, Greta backdoor for the easy 2.
And it's been feast or famine for the Giants. In their wins, they've held teams to some really low scores, but when they lose games, their defense is just leaked. Letting teams score over 100 over the last few, as Akwuba left it on the rim.
You know, they'll be looking to find some consistency, because obviously when they get stops at the defensive end, that's when they're competitive.
He's been out from the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix, and that.
And those two are getting after it. You can see that, you know, Ayers already thought that he's had a couple of fouls go against him. Langley's an aggressive defender. I believe he's leading the league in steals right now, so he's going to get after it.
He is averaging 4 steals a game, Lindsay.
That's a lot of steals.
It's outrageous.
And love to see imports that come over here and get after it defensively. You know, they're not just coming here and trying to score 30. That they're genuinely trying to play at both ends of the court. So I really respect that. And Fitch was a point guard himself, so he knows what to look out for.
And it's not like Kobe Langley's played 2 games and had 2 really good games in the past. And he's played multiple games. So to average 4 steals a game is superb. Dan Fotu with a superb turnaround.
Yeah, tough. Hit him with the Nowitzki, just that leaning step back. Great touch.
Ben Air had the lane. Chose to fire it to the corner, and it was tipped out, so it stays with the Saints.
Yeah, and just trying to get his feel for the game. Sometimes you have a couple tough calls go against you, and, you know, trying to figure those reads out. He's a great player, though, Air.
Liafa. Greeted with the board. That man on him.
Couple of long, athletic energy guys there matched up.
Air finds the McNaught save. Tohi on the trailer. Mayan with that length. Air knocks that 3 down. There's that O-board kick out for you, Lindsay Tate.
Too easy though, you know. Tohi just walked into a practice 3, then O-boards, and then straight kick out as well for Air. We leave players of that caliber open like that. It's going to be a long night in Wellington.
Fotu, wide right. Here's the defensive trans Mike Fitchett wanted to talk about. All 5 Giants are back. Air gets around McNaught and gets the roll.
Yeah, left foot, left hand, no gather hand, scoop, great finish. And like you spoke about, Fitch said sprint because these boys are playing at pace.
McNaught goes back at Ben Air.
It's a classic McNaught play there, just a solid, stocky dog. Like he's going to get after it defensively and try and bully you around the ring.
Dane Samuel, second game for the Saints after playing against the Jets. In 16 versus the Jets. Tohi takes a seat. No Hiram Harris tonight for the Saints. Out with a knee injury. Liafa drops it off for Dane. And Luba gets Dane across the nose.
That was interesting there. And like you said, Dane finished the last game. Great game winner. But this one here looks like he kind of, okay, hands in. Definitely initiated the contact, but we've got to get our hands up there. That's a great call.
So it'll be Samuel at the line.
Shooting.
Dane Samuel answering the call.
Yeah, and the one thing about having to play Rapid League, you'll be able to get a little bit of rhythm, bit of a warm-up out there. You're not coming out cold, so straight into it, back on the board. And what a luxury, again, to have like a pop 4 that can just stroke free throws like that.
McNaught weaving. Levy.
Seen Dane in that drops coverage and was aggressive on the attack.
Dane Samuel in and out. Just the hesitation and the separation unrewarded.
He's feeling good about that matchup. He's gone straight at his chest twice.
Now who's that foul going to be called on?
I think that was on the reach-in because Dane looked like he had his chest right in front.
Yeah, I think that should be on Ben Levy. As Fotu made the move and the push. As Dane, as you say, Samuel was right there. There will be shots coming up for Dan Fotu.
And Ben Levy just kind of caught him napping there. He needs to sit down. He's a much better defender than that and kind of gave an easy one away there.
Fotu had 22 against the Nuggets in round 6.
Yeah, really talented whānau, obviously, older brother and sisters, and younger brothers, all hoopers, Tongan. Done really well all around the globe, from universities to playing pro.
Ella Fotu, sister, Isaac Fotu, older brother.
He's legend status now, isn't he, Isaac?
Oh,
he's like a young fella. Now he's like
easily
legend veteran.
Weber with another block.
Man, great block. Long. Playing out of this middle on ball still. Dane's in drops, and they're attacking that thing. They're getting downhill. Anytime you see that big back, the guard's kind of turns aggressive getting downhill, and it turns into a 2-on-1 depending on how the guard gets. And it's kind of caught behind here. It's tough. Strong side corner can't help off.
Samuel pleading his case.
Greeta's hair is looking great.
That's fantastic.
It is.
Yeah, Dan Greeta. He's had that for a while, that mullet, those locks. He's coming back from some injuries that have probably would have stopped a lot of people.
You look like an athletic Joe Dirt. Is out of Perth?
That's a good question. You know, I know he plays on the roster for the...
I'm pretty sure he's out of Perth, but plays for the Hawks.
Yeah, Western Australian.
Having a great season. Real good energy. Looks like he just loves to hoop. Sammy D's back out there.
Sam Dempster, the 33-year-old.
Another one who got to warm up the tread, the Rapid League. Get with the young fellas. And Isaiah he is one of my favorite New Zealand guards. Not to jinx him there, but defensively, his whole demeanor. Obviously just had a big signing, so exciting to have him home at least for one more season.
He's heading to the Kings in the Australian NBL for NBL 25.
Yeah, good for Zaya too, man. I hope he does great over there. Remember playing against him as a 16-year-old with his pops and trying to beat him up. Great player. Oh, boards from the point guards.
And Fotu stepped out.
Coach killer there, Miles. The old step on the sideline. Constantly harping about that.
That's a feature of the modern game, isn't it? Because everybody, I mean, that's a high percentage three-point shot on the side there in the corner.
It really is, and it's a tight space. And these dudes have got big feet, and a lot of them throw their foot back when they do throw a shot fake, and you catch that line. So it's definitely something that you try and drill to avoid turning over, you know, once or twice a game. Great pass, great cut.
Smith Milner back in the game, and the recipient of that, Dane Samuel sits.
Caught Tommy D sleep real quick, and Troy Plumtree getting in early here, the young fella getting some minutes.
That three is good from Dempster.
Sammy D right back at him. They caught him napping at the other end.
Here is Plumtree giving it to Air. Air pulls the trigger. Mayan underneath. Plumtree trying to save it. And it will be Giants ball. This is good from the Giants early on. They're hanging tough here with the Saints. A lot of people on the Mix and Picks.com QR code have picked the Saints to win this by 11 over half.
Yeah, a lot of firepower, but I love the way that Nelson's controlling the tempo here.
Davidson in the game, number 44. Dempster's feeling it. Sammy D has 2 threes.
Yeah, Sammy D can really shoot that thing, and he's seeing the little guard coming out at him. Looks like it might have been on the switch on the closeout. It was like he was shooting over a chair, target practice.
Liafa felt the contact as it goes in.
And there's Zay, he kind of sees Sammy D this time. He's back in the pocket a bit deep and just puts his shoulder on him, gets deep for a nice finish. Stop the bleeding a little bit here, Miles.
Certainly did. Liafa goes into the chest of Dempster.
That's a strong guard right there. Good luck trying to post him up. Good luck trying to post his dad up too.
Yeah, George was a problem.
Yeah, that's a dog right there. Lovely man though, Miles.
Lovely man.
Off the court. Like the way these two are getting after it here. Ben Air, great on-ball defender. Playing a lot out of the post here with Fotu.
Yeah.
Great decision maker. As he turns it over.
That's great defense from Plumtree.
Yeah,
Close that angle down. And Liafa from deep.
And Nelson won't want to give him too many of those clean looks in transition.
Nick
They'll have to sprint like their coach said in the pregame talk.
Exactly. Nick Davidson on the elbow. Fotu goes around Plumtree, stepping through. And a foul on Ben Air.
And that's tough, Miles, because Fotu can shoot. So, you know, Troy Plumtree's back guarding that on ball and on that penetration. He's being asked to stop the penetration and close out. Little shot fake. It's a tough one to guard.
And that's the Sammy D factor. I think he was on the wing there. He just drags Tohi Smith-Milner out after knocking down those 2 threes, so that just opens it all up.
Absolutely. Space the court. 2 bigs that can kind of shoot, which is a luxury, and you're catching them on closeouts now.
4-2 back at the line.
I believe Wellington's in the bonus for the rest of the quarter now, Miles.
Certainly out. 2:46 to go.
The Giants will try and exploit that, get something at the ring.
That's the second from the Chemist Warehouse foul line.
And another great kind of free throw shooting wing or undersized big, so you can't foul them. Another luxury for Nelson.
The Alpha Smith-Milner misses everything on that one. And then Ben Air on the back of Davidson.
I'm not sure what he wants there, Miles.
Like a koala.
Yeah, great. Like a koala.
On his back. It was a great box out. And I think he felt like it was too aggressive on the box out, perhaps.
I felt like Tohi might have passed one up earlier just to get through the offense on that one. Not normally his style.
Aguiba finding McNaught with the handoff. And another foul. Shots coming up, and Alex McNaught might have taken one on the hand there.
Was it on Rangimari here?
Yeah.
Tough one, little bang call.
Dougal Mita in the game for the Saints.
Smart play by Alex. You know, he knows they're in the bonus. Force the issue a little bit. You know, pick up a cheap one. Go to the line. Shoot a couple.
Where did McNaught bang his finger? Was his thumb? He's not 100% with that.
Yeah, and tough kid too. So
did he get it when he was running out of bounds? Alex McNaught misses the foul shot from the Chemist Warehouse line. This is both troubled by that injury, and he's...
Yeah, it looks like he's calling for a take foul there. Looks like he's really done something, needs to get out. And Zico's not having it, even if he's broken his hand.
Coronel's not happy. I think I see Hot Rod from the Harlem Globetrotters on the baseline down there.
Okay.
They're going around the country doing a publicity tour at the moment. Him and Wham.
Wow, Globetrotters.
Yeah, there he is on the left there, sitting with Nick Mills.
Oh, Big Imports better watch out. They better play tonight.
They come in July. He's 7'1", Hot Rod. You just Google Harlem Globetrotters New Zealand, you'll find all the details, no doubt, on that one. Good rebound from Aguiba underneath.
O boards, rim protection and O boards. He's been great for them so far.
Langley with the little
loader.
Runner.
You like that. He just got into that pocket under control. Little push shot.
That's his first bucket.
Catch and shoot.
Smith-Milner. The Saints love the three. They almost half of their shots are three-point attempts. Ben Air with another foul.
And that's a tough one there. You know, you're already in the bonus. You're down, what, 4-5, end of the fourth. You don't really want to give those ones up. Sometimes you do force the matter. I know what it is, but he's probably too smart a player to give those up right now at this stage of the game.
Another foul for the Saints. The first for Ben Air, but more shots coming up. We've had a lot of foul shots from the Chemist Warehouse line. These will be 8 and 9 attempts for the visitors from Nelson. I like the clean white uniforms.
They look, I like them Saints uniforms too.
Those are nice. This is a classic uniform matchup here. Always good to have complementary uniforms. You don't want anything too similar. And Langley misses the second. Nelson with a 6-point lead in the first quarter. Ben Air looking to push it. Ben Levy thought twice about the three. Dougal Mita. Mayan.
Wow.
Clears Greeter out.
That was...
Greeter's like...
Everybody was waiting for the foul, including Greeter. You're right though, Miles. They shoot a lot of threes, and I think my feel right now in this first quarter is they're probably a little bit too trigger happy.
An offensive foul on Langley.
And smart by Air at the other end. They were bumping, and Langley obviously doesn't come from the cloth that is going to take that, but Air just dropped one there and drew one. I don't know about that.
He went down fast.
Yeah. If we're going to bump, then we're going to bump. But if not, we're not.
You're right about the three-point attempts. They're 1 for 8, the Saints. Ben Levy turned one down. He shoots 46% from deep, but in the previous possession, he wasn't feeling it. As Mahan gets his feet set and just slides through everybody.
And with that 5-out spacing that they're playing out of, if you get a step on somebody, it's very hard for them to recover without you getting an easy layup. And if you do, you're giving up those threes, which a lot of teams fear against the Saints.
Greeder on the pull-up. Rattles it down over Smith-Milner. Last shot for the Saints. Ben Levy has it. Liafa.
See the real spread here again.
Shot clock is off.
Hook.
Langley with another foul. That's 2 on him. Liafa, they cleared out and he spun and he felt like he was hooked. He called it, Lindsay Tate.
I'm not going to lie. I'd like to see that one again. I know it's tough. It's tough for these referees. It all happens quick, but generally if you extend that little chicken wing, they're not going to give you that call.
Oh, yeah. That left arm.
A little bit of home cooking.
Got the separation, though, Lindsay. Liafa, you would have hated to have had that called against you.
Oh, yeah, I would have for sure been crying for it. You know me well, sir.
Liafa good on the first.
Still got time here to get a good look, Nelson.
3.9 seconds.
Little Villanova play.
And they take their player time out. And you get 1 per half, 30 seconds. Team only on the floor, so they get to advance it as well.
I like it. I think I would have used it if I was out. Tried to use it if I was out there too. Another position. Get a really good look in the quarter court. 3.9 left.
Running their action. They haven't even got the ball yet. Now they do. Got plenty of time. Oh, the steal! Liafa goes the other way.
And there's that D. That's what Isaiah's great at doing, at his lines and the way he shoots into them passing lanes. He's a world-class defender.
Isaiah Liafa has the final say of the first quarter. It's all tied up at 24 back after the break. Welcome back, and it's the Saints and the Giants all tied up at 24. Get your large veggie pizza for $30 for Mother's Day dinner. And I tell you what, I said it before, but you're in a lot of trouble if that's your option on Mother's Day. It's a great option, don't get me wrong, but you got to take a long, hard look at yourself if you're grabbing a pizza for Mother's Day from the Sal's QR code there. Use Sal's crossover. It is a great option.
Kobe Langley here, Miles. He's got two kind of quick ones early. It'll be interesting to see how long Alex McNaught's out for with that little injury to his thumb. He's at the end of the bench there. Look like the physio's been working on it a lot.
Air goes down. Greeter puts him down, gets his own rebound in amongst three Saints players.
Another O-board for the Giants.
West Australian. Actually comes from the same high school. Well, Ben Henshaw comes from the same high school as Dan Greeter. Henshaw the younger.
Okay, he can shoot that thing.
Shout out to Hugh Mainen for the intel on that one. Stays with the Saints. It's tipped out by Fotu. Dan Fotu. He's got 5 points in that first quarter. Ben Levy getting the start today. No Hiram Harris is Tohi Smith. Milner gets put down by Akwuba.
Yeah, great take there, just on the catch, the timing of it, the way that he ripped, and he just bullied his way in and picked up another one there. I think that'll be his second. It's a pretty big call to start the second, you know, to have your two kind of imports with 2 fouls early on, just wearing them down right now, which is what the Saints do. He's got to go sit down.
Yeah, that's Akwuba's second. You're right, Lindsay Tate. 7-time Sal's NBL champion, multiple MVP of the league as well.
And man, he's got a soft stroke that looks so easy. Butter.
Yeah, Tohi, he has been a revelation this season again. 49% from the floor, 42% from deep, and 82% from the line, averaging just under 18 and 8 rebounds. Gets a steal a game.
We spoke about it earlier, Miles, in the previous game. You know, Tohi and Dane, those two are on point and in shape. They're two of the toughest bigs that we've got in the country by far.
Good challenge on that Dempster three by Ben Levy.
Great pass by Air and Main. Beautiful basketball.
That's pretty from the Saints.
And one thing I do like about Air, even when things aren't necessarily going his way scoring-wise, it does not affect his game defensively. The pace that he pushes with, the way that he competes, that's kind of what being a pro is about.
Another steal here. Mayan going the other way into the chest to Greeter.
Great D by Greeter, just challenging there without fouling.
That'll keep Coach Fitchett happy with their trans D. A focus in the pre-game interview, and Liafa strips it, and it stays with the the Giants.
Yeah, if Greeter doesn't know about that one, he's probably the wrong guard to try post up. Isaiah loves all that.
Here's Langley.
He's got the switch.
Tohi tells Air to stay with Dempster. Langley for three. Kobe Langley, he's got 6.
Just like in the Rapid League, you know, Wellington, is deciding to switch everything, and Nelson's just deciding to play it head up.
Too easy with Akwuba on the bench. Liafa got a clean look for that little bank runner. Fotu lost the handle. And a foul. Ben Levy.
There was one of those tough ones where you kind of lose your distance on the crossover and just got caught with a little cheap reach in.
Here it is on the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. .30-29.
Shout out to all the towel boys and towel girls around the league, where a lot of the young hoopers start at. You get to watch, probably get to hear your first player say a swear word or something that you ain't never heard before.
You learn the true nuances of the game stationed by the bottom of the basketball stanchion.
The game within the game.
Langley looking to go at Samuel.
Big man on him again.
Nice work between the two guards.
McNaught, they had to go to the left. You can tell he's kind of laboring with that right hand a little bit.
He's got some strapping on that hand now as well, on his right.
Sammy D's not happy about this call. He was wrestling down there with the big fella and got called for one. And again, not the type to really get on the referees from my experience.
The reason why the Saints here are in this game is because of their foul shooting. They're 9 of 9. They're just 41% from the floor while the Giants are shooting 57%. Darnay Samuel stepping through. Can't get the rebound under control. It will stay with the Saints.
Yeah, a little bit undersized right now, Nelson. So all going to have to get in and gang rebound because Wellington's for sure starting to throw their weight around inside. Some long, big boys out there.
Samuel.
Flex action.
Here's Air. Air. Knocking down that three. Ben Air. He's got 8.
That's a tough shot. Just dancing on the spot with it.
Mayan right up on Greeter. Oh, does a great job defensively. And just Dan Greeter, he wants a foul. He is hot right now. Giants are frustrated between him and Dempster. They're not getting the calls they expect here. Here's Fotu giving it back to McNaught. 7 to shoot.
Continuing just to space the court and go at what they feel is mismatches, but Wellington's quite happy to play that game as well and say if your guards can beat us one-on-one, go ahead.
Yeah, McNaught that's the second left-handed shot. That is a tough spin move through on Darnay Samuel. And he's got some words for him.
And generally the theory there, Miles, is you want a clean lay or, you know, create some space for a jumper when you're playing against a big. Or we're going to go to the big against the little instead.
The alpha picked up by Breaker's teammate Dan Fotu.
And Darnay's just down there leaning on Sammy D.
Ben Levy couldn't get the follow. Neither can Samuel. You're letting them play tonight, Lindsay Tate.
They are letting him get after it. Great find. Greeter's on them boards.
He certainly
gets after it.
Dempster misses a 3, and Air has it. And Ben Levy.
And Nelson's doing a pretty good job of getting back and stopping them in transition right now, making them shoot some contested threes.
Langley.
Here we go again, Moles. We've got a point guard on a 4-man right there, taking advantage of that. It'll be interesting to see if Wellington switches anything up.
4-2, bodied up as Ben here was running downhill.
A little bit of tongue and chest. He didn't even know that he hit him like that. Great finish.
Timeout has been called.
I think that's what Alex was trying to do the last couple of times, Miles, when he got to the hoop right there.
Certainly, Hiram Harris there. The ball and the stat sheet as well. 33-31, this game is evenly poised. That has been physical as well. Saints, the #1 team in the league. The Giants, 8th on the ladder, but it is a dogfight at the moment at that end of the ladder. Saints, everyone's hunting the pack down on the Saints. They are on top with a 6-1 record. This is just their 8th game. And they have the Tuatara Chasers played 10 games already through round 7 of the Sal's NBL. So you can imagine, their schedule gets a little bit easier for the Tuatara. That veteran 5 that they have. And the injection of youth with Charlie Dalton on the bench. Blew out the Jets last night. On the North Shore at Event Finder Stadium. It's the last game of round 7. Nice to see Fotu and Air checking on each other there after that foul.
And you're not wrong, Miles. Tuatara and the Saints are pretty loaded from a talent point of view, but as you spoke about earlier in this, Nelson's not playing like a 3-5 team, real competitive.
Greeter with the board.
Love the way both teams are competing this evening. They're getting after it. A little bit chippy on the boards.
4-2, 4-3. Clean look, knocks it down.
There's that drop action, Miles. They didn't switch, and Ben Levy stayed back. 4-2 popped, and he's a pick and pop big, and if you don't run someone at him, he's going to keep shooting that thing.
32% on the season. That's their 4th-3. Mayen clears out Greta.
Yeah, great take, kind of caught him late on that closeout and just put his shoulder on him, an easy finish. They look like they're getting after it right now. Same play. Woo, I would have let that thing go.
4-2, too easy.
Beautiful read. There's Air pushing that pace still, even on the make. He's going to keep that pace up, just try and wear them down.
Samuel, he wants to post up Langley, but Air pulls the trigger, and there's another 3. That's 11 now for Ben Air. And here's the game's leading scorer. It's quiet in the gym at the moment. Saints fans find themselves in a bit of a dogfight in this first half. Only up 2. They're used to blowing teams out. Most games, they put on 102 on average. Langley's 3 is off. Liafa with it.
See, they got into the same thing there. They had the mismatch, and
Langley bodied up on Liafa, and then Dane Samuel with the reach, and he's called for the foul. It's number 2 on Dane Samuel.
It'll be interesting to see where Nelson goes offensively here, because they're continuing just to go at the mismatch. But, you know, one of the things you can fall into there is your offense can get a little bit stagnant, which it's been the last 2-3 possessions. So sometimes you give up on that and you just try and get the ball from side to side and catch them that way. So we'll see how it plays out at the end of this second quarter.
Forto all the way over to Greta. The 2 Dans connecting. Baseline J's too strong for the Australian.
He just hit us with the rear corner to corner skip pass.
It's not often you see that.
I just feel like the Saints have constantly got Tohi or Dane just posting up a guard in the smile right now, trying to get that look. And Fitch is yelling, how long?
Ashton Edward in the game and tips the ball out of bounds.
He's that switch. Got the guard on the big.
Here it is, the catch.
Exploit it.
Oh, nice spin from Tohi Smith-Milner. Pretty English for the Saints.
See, the same in reverse there, Miles, except for the guard going to work. They're going to the big in the paint, which is a much higher percentage shot. Is that pick and pop again for Nelson?
Mayen can't control that rebound.
Rita is on them boards, getting them extra possessions.
Oh, stripped away.
Yeah, I like that. First to the floor.
Look at Greta get after it. And Liafa cleans it all up. Look at the Giants just scrapping right now. Man, they're letting them play. Ben Air spins it off the glass and in. 6-point lead now for the Saints. And timeout called Nelson. And
just relentless, Miles. They just keep coming at you. Hasn't been the prettiest half, but between Air and Isaiah, they're just going to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Before you know it, you're down 6. Timeout.
That's a great Mother's Day right there in the crowd. Mum taking kids to the basketball on a Sunday night on Mother's Day. And Fitchett and the Giants call timeout here. And look at this from Air. Splits that defense nicely between Davidson and McNaught. And Ben Air, he's got 13 points. As the Australian guard plays for the South East Melbourne Phoenix. And while we're here talking about the Aussie NBL, we must send our condolences to the family and friends in the NBL community in Australia. The passing of Corey Homicide Williams, league MVP and an NBL personality that was larger than the game, and that loss is felt not just in Australia but also here in New Zealand.
Yeah, man, I took all that, Miles. I do. Homicide, Corey, massive servant to the game and the community, and had him a lot in my thoughts. I know the last couple of days, being one of the lucky ones that got to compete against him. So massive loss, but big love and respect to him and his whānau and that community.
Didn't so much lose his fight with cancer, but just moved on to another realm with that personality.
For sure, always had style and grace the whole way through. Street ball legend out in New York City.
Absolutely. 2011 MVP.
And that's Troy Plumtree right there. He's all energy and hustle. He was fun. We'd go and play a game and he'd be ready to jump out the building. So real talented young kid.
The 2010 MVP, Corey Homicide-Williams with the Townsville Crocs. Here's Greeter. Banks it in, Dan Greeter.
Beautiful little mid-range floater off the glass there.
Everybody using the glass tonight. Love to see it.
A little Dwayne Wade action. The lost art, Miles.
And it is the lost art. Liafa. He's really turned that into a weapon, that three-point shot over the last couple of years. So Liafa, always a great defender, but he has been lethal from deep as Plumtree got the better of Futu on that one.
And it's the great separator, Miles, the ability to be able to shoot from the perimeter, especially as a guard. You know, if Alex McNaught can add that to his package, he'll become a totally different prospect out there on the court. And Isaiah's obviously chipped away and done that, and he can really shoot that thing, and it makes him an inside-outside threat, very difficult to guard.
Akwuba out there on Liafa.
Great switch out, but they get it back to Zay here.
Steps back, front of the rim. Plumtree, the 17-year-old, with the rebound.
And then O-board's hurt.
Let Mayan back of the iron.
Just settling a little bit there, Miles, I think. You know, a couple contested threes when they got the momentum with them. We come down the other end and Greeter does exactly what he wants to do. Posts up their starting point guard, gets a foul on him, stops the clock, gets to the line.
One of the better offensive rebounding teams in the Sal's NBL, the Wellington Saints. And they have 7, make it 8 now. And they average just under 10 as Greeter went to work on air.
2-3 minutes in the first quarter, Wellington was already, you know, in the bonus in regards to their foul situation. Only got 2 for the quarter, so done a great job there of staying out of foul trouble here.
Let's hear you, Wellington.
Classic awkward free throw line, handshake from behind that we still haven't figured out in hoops. We get it though.
Look at all those banners, 12 banners for the Saints in the Sal's NBL.
Yes, sir.
The expectations are always high in the capital city for another title as Liafa's into the paint. 47-40. Fitchik, all he can do is have a wry smile and look up at the scoreboard. Langley fires it to Futu.
Little twist screen, still in that drops.
Langley misses that. Akwuba with a rebound.
Akwuba's been great on them O-boards.
That should have reset.
They hit the ring, right?
I'm pretty sure it did, or did it go off to the side of the backboard? Our angle's not the best here.
Fitch has got that same angle as us.
Fitch can't quite believe it. I don't blame him. Yeah, it said it rebounded. It went up.
He's hitting with the physics argument. It's impossible for the ball to bounce at the angle if it didn't hit the ring.
I don't mean to laugh because
Smart man, qualified lawyer.
yeah, Mike Fitch, a very smart man. It's a tough game, the coach's game, Lindsay Tate. I don't have to tell you that.
Yeah, it's a fun game, but it's a tough game as well. And yeah, I don't envy these guys at this level.
Well, you're both former point guards, you and Mike Fitch, and so you're used to having to deal with the referees. A lot like Ben Eyre is doing here with the coin officials. He's just having some opinions expressed. We're just going to sort out, I believe, something with the score bench right now. What that is, unsure, but it's the Saints with a 7-point lead. It was all tied up at 24 after 1. There's 61 seconds to go before half-time.
Big minute here for Nelson.
It's Nelson ball too, Lindsay Tate.
Love to get this thing down to single position, 2-position game, not stretch it out to double digits.
Ingham with the ball into Futu. on Plumtree, sees the double. Langley, over air, front of the rim. Mayen with the ball.
See how spaced the court is for the Saints. Like no one defensively is in the paint for Nelson. You get a step on someone and it's a layup.
Oh, that's a tough pass. And Plumtree couldn't corral it. That was a good look from Isaiah Liafa as well.
Oh, Brendan Polyblank. Wellington legend there, Miles. Tough man to play ones with, or great player, Brendan Polyblank.
For Wellington College's Dan Greeter on the baseline. I'd say I played against Brendan Polyblank, but I just watched him, as I said, on the bench. Him and Christian Clue for Wellington College were an absolute problem.
You played for a long time in Europe and a tall black, so shout out Polly.
Mayen.
Oh, great look.
Plumtree. Into
Great
the
find.
corner. Yeah. Makes it an 8-point lead as we head into half-time.
Big hit, big find from the young fella. And yeah, what does he have now, 16 miles? Quiet 16?
He has 16, you're right, Lindsay Tate.
Away for a 30-piece.
Is how you finish a half of basketball. The Saints hitting 50 after 2. We'll be back after the break to look at the stats.
Not that one. One more time. Here we go. That one now. Oh, back here. Okay. Two work, my man. Let's get it over. Hold on, coaches. Surely another turn. Surely another turn. Brings the magic number one. Put the game to the left turn.
Welcome back to TSB Arena. Saints with an 8-point lead is Wham and Hot Rod. Wham with the ball from the Harlem Globetrotters. He's got 8 Guinness World Records, Lindsay Tate. He's the most basketball underhanded half-court shots in a minute. You can see why. He's also got the farthest basketball hook shot. And he's also
on the show.
They are. And I tell you what, he's got the fastest time from baseline to baseline dribbling a ball, sub 4 seconds.
Wow, I'd like to see that. I'll have to get my little YouTube on when I finish this game.
Yeah, they are coming to the country in July, are the Harlem Globetrotters, and just in time for school holidays as well. So check out where they are in your area. Just Google them, Harlem Globetrotters NZ. You'll come up with all the details. Hot Rod with the headband and Wham with the ball. And it's halftime here, and it's the Saints with this 8-point lead. Ben Air hit a 3 to lead all scorers with 16 as the clock expired. And it's Isaiah Morioho Liafa with 14, Smith Milner with 10, and Greta leads the Nuggets with 14. Rebounds, 4 players with 5 boards. Sharing the ball are the Saints. Their assist percentages right up there. They average 23 assists a game to the Saints, 63% as well, which is a Zico Coronel offense in numbers right there. And no steals for the Giants, which is a credit to the Saints offense, how well they're running at the moment. They took it to them in that first half though, did the Giants, didn't they, Lindsay?
Yeah, they did, and I think by the looks of these numbers at halftime, you know, 30 points from the starting backcourt of the Saints is definitely something they're going to have to tie down in the second half to have any kind of chance. And I think defensively, you know, Alex going out or not being able to stay out there as much as he could usually with his little injury to his hand has affected that a little bit in that second quarter.
We'll have the third quarter for you after the break. It's the Saints with this 8-point lead over the Giants in Wellington. control that transition defense, which they just started to slow down a little bit, trying to get back. The Saints have been quite impressive just with their execution.
Yeah, a bit of a war of attrition, you know. Saints just wear you down. They've got so much firepower out there, even with Hiram sitting down. And, you know, they've managed to keep it close for these 2 quarters here, but up 8. You know, this is really when you need a lock in if you're Nelson, because you're aware that these guys have the ability to come out and put you on a big run and put you to sleep. So you need to be switched on heading into this third. Always a really important time of the game, I feel, the start of the third quarter.
Yeah, as you can well attest to, Lindsay, just how you respond with the instructions from your head coach as well.
Yeah, it's a really interesting space, you know, but before the game, you spent the whole week, you know, or a couple of days preparing and scouting, and at halftime, you basically go back and micro-analyze that real quick. You kind of cool down, and then you got to get warm. So normally the team that comes out and hits first and goes on a run there, it helps them a whole lot in that second half.
Give it the Manu wave.
The Manu wave, yeah, man. With all the roadworks around Auckland, I've been doing a lot of Manu waves recently, bro. Come on now.
TSB Arena cranking as per usual. You can get your votes in there with the QR code to go to mixandpick.com, and if you are correct and your entry, your vote is drawn, you win a Sal's pizza. Saints with this 8-point lead. They average 102 points at the moment. It's looking that way that they can hit that unless Fitchett and the Giants can get their defense sorted at halftime. They sort of fell off the pace a little bit when Akuiba went to the bench with his 2 fouls. Langley's got 2 as well. The imports for the Giants. Benier's got 2. Troy Plumtree's got 2, but so has Darnay Samuel and Malik Ben Levy. It's a situation at the moment. A lot of visits to the foul line too for the Giants. 11 times they've been at the Chemist Warehouse foul line, but they've only hit 6 of their foul shots tonight. Rebounds even at 23, which is impressive considering the Saints are enjoyed a +6 advantage heading into this game on average over the Giants.
And Greeter really established himself in the first half on those boards. It's like he knew that they were a little bit kind of undersized or respectfully kind of underwhipped, and that he had to get in there, and that's how he plays anyway. So managed to keep them in the rebound count there. And interesting, they've got him matched up on the point guard here to start the half.
Third quarter underway. Mayan finds it from Tohi Smith-Milner.
So it looked like they've switched and they've put Alex onto Isaiah, and we've got Greeter out there marking air at the point, a little bit more length. Down 10 to start this third.
Ben Levy swipes it away from Akuiba. Langley to Fotu. McNaught with that strapping on his right hand. Suffered an injury in the first half. Langley, clean look, couldn't get the roll.
Pretty great defensive position there by Isaiah. He marked the ball and the pass. It's like, that's another Vacona.
Mayan off to the left. Greeter has it. Fotu. Back out to Langley.
And you can see there, Miles, it's a totally different prospect, the way that Alex kind of probing them, knowing that he's kind of doesn't really have the ability to finish right there. You can play him totally different with his hand the way it is. Pretty heavily strapped.
Ben Levy, Liafa.
Pass.
Great look. Tough from Tohi Smith-Milner.
Yeah, tough, he'll get to the line. Had the corner wide open as well, but great play by the Saints. Great read by Isaiah, little pocket pass. Go to the line. Real good free throw shooter for 2.
Yeah, he's up over 80% as Tohi Smith-Milner, 82 on the season. And he'll get to the line. He's got 10 points already.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to send Tohi to the line for too many freebies, because he'll knock him in.
No Hiram Harris in this game. He's had a dodgy knee for the past few weeks, and they erred on the side of caution here after we had a bit of a quick look at him as he warmed up before the Sky Broadband Rapid League game. He had no strapping, no sleeve on it at all, and he looked like he got a good sweat up. So it's Hiram Harris Oh, he bounced that out. Sure of it.
I think you're right, Miles.
Matt Mahan pointed at it, but no call coming. Stays with the Giants. Better to be lucky than good, as Casey Frank says.
Middle on ball into the switch again for Nelson, and is it kind of like they're going at it, but it's stagnant.
Langley
knocks it in, baby.
5 straight points for Kobe Langley. Liafa stepping back behind the three-point line, and he answers that three from Langley with one of his own.
That was tough. Alex came off and did a little wrap switch, and the defender got to Isaiah's body late, and he just knocked that thing in. That was a real high-level read.
Ben Levy with the block. Saints with 3 turnovers in the first half. Lindsay Tate, but no steals from the Giants.
That was great D there. You can see how they just locked Alex off. They're not letting them use that on ball back to the middle now. That looks like a change they've made, and just warring them to the baseline.
They fell asleep on the assignment with Dan Fotu, who knocks down a corner 3.
Yeah, those are coach killers from those out of bounds from the baseline.
Stays with the Saints as Smith Milner was battling for the rebound. And then Liafa miss. Giants clawing that lead back in. Oh, it just wasn't quite read properly. It was a great idea.
Sticking with that little split action off the baseline, and he probably could have had that there if he went on that back door. Tohi kind of thinking a play ahead, but tough play.
Just the 4th turnover for the Saints. 4-2. Fouled. And that'll be Ben Levy's 3rd if it's on him. It is on him.
You can see here Isaiah's not letting him use that screen.
Ben Levy just couldn't help himself in the GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. There's 4-2 cut through. There's Hiram Harris. There's Greeter drives.
Bit of mentoring on the bench. Tough finish. Right foot, right hand float over Mahan, who's a great defender. Managed to stay out of committing any fouls and played the whole 20 minutes of the first half. Hasn't come out yet.
Greeter gets Ben Air nicely. Gets all of them. And it's been a physical game. They've let him play in this one, but you're going to have to call that.
Yeah, and Greeter does not look like the type of character that's going to give up any layups. And there's a couple of Aussie battlers there, Miles. You know what time it is. No freebies. Make him earn it.
Ben Air at the line makes the first. Saints are 11 of 12 from the foul line at the Chemist Warehouse charity stripe. And he gets the friendly roll with his Ben Air on the home ring. This has been a good fight back from the Nelson Giants, down 6. They've come out and executed in the start of the 3rd quarter.
Same story here. Switch that middle on ball and explore. But it's quite stagnant, as you can see, Miles. It just becomes one-on-one.
Greeter knocks it down as the shot clock expired.
Yeah, and kind of a late hand by Isaiah. Looked like it was contested, but knocked that thing in. Got the little man on him.
Ben Levy chased off the 3-point line. Still 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Smith Milner pulls the trigger.
Another kind of half-contested 3 by the Saints. They're quite happy to live and die by that shot the whole year.
They certainly are. They love getting the 3-ball up. They have an unbelievable, at times, around 38 attempts from deep per game. Matt Mahan's called for his first foul on the rebound there. Saints only up 3. They can tie it up with a long ball, can the Giants? 7 of 18 from deep are Nelson. As Greeter barrels his way in. And that's Mahan's 2nd in quick succession.
Yeah, I like that action there. Something a little bit different, and they got some real tough penetration going downhill, got them on their back foot. Same thing. Stop the clock here and get to the line as Nick Mills Sr. exhales on that baseline that he's been sodding on forever. And another missed free throw for the Giants. These ones hurt, man. Free throws and O boards, but how many they left on the line so far, Mel? 6 or 7 right now?
That is 6. Yep, they've missed 6.
That would help a lot if we had half of them on the board.
They had the lead. Coming up 4 minutes gone in the third. Man.
And you can see it's interesting, they're keeping Greta on air. They've really targeted him as somebody they want to keep length on and keep out of the game, and it's been effective, Miles.
It certainly has. He has been the creator. He's been here.
He is. He's the creator. He's the motor.
He had a great second quarter.
I like the move. I like the move.
Here's Liafa.
Because you've got Alex, who's going to cause problems to the other guys anyhow.
Ben Air, though.
Fell asleep there, Miles.
Greta's desperation closeout wasn't enough. And he's now up to 21 in the game. Greta's got 19 for the Giants. Here's Langley. Liafa cheated. Tries to go back at him. Langley with a big bomb.
Yeah, he's normally more disciplined than that, Zay, but he caught him twice. Langley's having a ball game.
Certainly is. He's up to 16.
Little dribble pitch downhill, Mayan downhill. There's that rim protection again.
It's really good. The Saints are having problems in the paint. When they're having to... The Giants just collapsing on them. And you can see here is Mayan just... Akwuba is that presence down low, isn't he?
Yeah, when they can keep Akwuba out there, he is doing a great job of rim protecting and rebounding right now. And they're using the length of Greta on the perimeter, as we spoke to.
Dane Samuel bullies his way in.
Yeah, great D and great little baby hook. He had some of those kind of running ones earlier in the Rapid League. Great finish there. Tough.
I love the rotation on Dane Samuel's shots. That was a flat one as well, that little hook. Tough, people draped all over him as well. Under 5 to go in this third quarter. Akwuba up high. Back to Langley. Chased off that three-point line. Puts it up. Akwuba with the catch.
Beautiful pass. It'll be interesting to watch here. Greta's on 3 fouls, so Bear's a smart player. Here's a smart player who'll know that. I'm sure he'll be aggressive. There's Langley. 4 steals a game and 1.
Langley. Right in the middle there. Fouled at the other end. Kobe Langley.
Basketball is a game of runs, Miles. You know, and you can feel all the momentum with Nelson right now. It's pretty quiet in there for Wellington. And that's one thing about playing in Wellington. With so much talent and the expectations being high, and I've been lucky enough to run with some real talented squads. When things get tight there, you can feel it in the building. They expect you to blow everybody out. So sometimes this can play into the opposition's favor, which it looks like it's doing a little bit here for Nelson.
That's such a good point, Lindsay. It does feel that way in the gym, doesn't it? The crowd sort of...
There is that element, you know, as a spectator, when you're thinking you're going to blow teams out or win. When things get tight, I always feel like that goes in the direction of the team that's, you know, the underdog, which is Nelson right now. Because everyone's saying plus 11, right? They want a free pizza on sales.
That's the one. At the moment, it's not looking that way at all.
Oh, that's his 4th foul, Miles, and Greta is...
Greta.
Oh, you know, and that's tough. Again, I don't want to... But at the highest level, the referees know, you know what I mean, that he's on 3 fouls, and we're not going to make one of the top players in the building sit down on a touch foul. That's an important call.
We've seen some fouls not called that could easily have been called. But Greta sits with 4.
It's tough.
Offensive foul.
And I know Fitch would swap that offensive foul to get Greta's, one off Greta's anytime, but we'll take it. Sometimes they call those make-up calls.
It's not official, is it? It's just a rumor.
Tied up here, Miles.
It certainly is.
End of the third. I'm with it.
Ben Levy, Air, and Samuel all have 3 fouls for the Saints. Langley cooking with gas in the third quarter, taking the Giants into the lead again.
Nelson's just gone to that middle in ball with their, on ball, sorry, with their 2 imports, and it's been super effective. And interestingly, the Saints' pace has been a little bit kind of stymied in this third.
Great rebound from Ben Levy.
Boards and free throws keeping them in it.
Oh, Darnay Samuel spins on Akuba, ties it up at 65.
Yeah, and if I'm Akuba, and I'm definitely not, I'm an old man, but I'm trying to keep him going back to his left now. You know, Darnay's real comfortable on that right hook. I'm gonna see what he's like shooting off that left hand.
Oh, they left him open. They got lost. They survive it.
They got lucky there. Here we go. There's a bit of that pace that we're used to from the Saints now.
Mayan on an island at the moment, has Akuba on him.
Spaced.
Drives at the American. That Mayan's fouled. Akuba is called for his third.
Looked like that foul call came from the top of the court too, and it brought Fitch to his knees. That's his big. That is. Sorry, Mums. That's weak, bro.
Oh no,
Yo.
Mike Fitchett agrees with you. Just reading body language. I'm sorry, Mike Fitchett. But he's one of the more expressive coaches in the league, and you feel the game when you watch Mike Fitchett coach.
Well done keeping that inside too, because that looks like it could have been an outward explosion, but he's pushed that all inside for this one, Miles. Well done, Fitch. Next play.
Mayan makes the second.
I'm sorry, Miles, was that his fourth? That way he had to go sit down there?
Yeah.
So two of their starters on 4 now for Nelson. They're big boys. That's massive.
It certainly is.
Great play.
That's nice.
A little screen down on the break, and Ingham just got into that pocket and knocked that thing down. That's a TJ McConnell, Miles.
It is. Tohi, too big, with a Akuba out.
Yeah, would have been nice to have a shot blocker in there.
Yeah, Tohi Smith-Milner. It's just too easy as Fotu's called for the foul.
Yeah, just a little bit undersized.
Just his second for Fotu. It is bonus time with the next one.
It looks like both teams are going to be shooting every time they foul now for the last 2.5.
Oh, he misses there. Ben Levy with another O-board.
O-boards. Coach killers.
And we have a clock problem, I believe.
And yeah, man, there's been a lot of O-boards at the end of this third quarter here that have allowed the Saints to get second positions, which is something that I'm sure Fitch is going to want to address at the quarter break. Can't give those up at this type of game.
Here's Air. Liafa, 5 to shoot. Inside to Ben Levy with McNaught on him.
It's tough. They got the switch, but not your average point guard down there, McNaught. He's quite happy to switch onto that and battle.
Langley came over to help as well. The other crowd finds their voice. 4-2 in the corner. Around Lat Mayan.
That was a bad closeout by Ben Levy. He just blew straight by him. Very little resistance.
Great find from Liafa, in trouble. Goes for 3.
Another one of those kind of out of rhythm threes, Miles, you know. Pretty stagnant, just fire one up.
This is an arm wrestle here in the third quarter. Greta and Akuba sitting on the bench with 4.
Got the big on him again.
Langley misses that.
Yeah, an interesting shot by Langley. He's been hot from 3 and can get to the cup. I'm not sure why he'd pull up in between.
Liafa.
Great shot fake.
Air for 3. Knocks it down. Great ball movement from the Saints.
Great hit by Air. Great find by Zay.
Everything has to go through Futu and Akwuba here. Brother Langley with Akwuba on the bench and Greeter. As Ingham has his shot blocked.
Good contest there by Tohi. Got a little piece.
Stagnant.
You see how spaced the court is, though. You get a step on someone here, it should be a dunk. Good cut.
Ben Levy's fouled as he tried to dunk. Futu now. What foul is that? That's his third. With 38.3 to go.
So
Ben Levy will go to the line.
That's that kind of attrition we were talking about earlier, Miles, where they just keep coming. They're so deep, they wear you down, and it's like at some point the other teams start to run out of fouls to give up on people.
Ben Levy, just a 54% foul shooter.
Nelson just holding tough until they can get some of their heavy usage players back out there for this fourth quarter. Damn. Get a funky stroke.
This is that first one.
Nice shoes, though.
Got those Kobe's. Good roll on the second.
Hey, if it goes in, Miles, I don't care what it looks like.
Saints by 4.
Young fella getting some big minutes here. I like that. Trusting these young gunners. Little at action.
Dempster. Great rebound by Futu over Smith-Milner.
Oh, boards again.
And Tohi's called for the foul, and that'll be shots coming up for Dan Futu. It's just Tohi's first one.
Great battle by Futu. He's been in there just holding it down. Well, Greeter's out.
Yeah, Dan Futu has been fighting in this game. He's got 15 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists as well. Another all-round game from Dan Futu. Good on the first.
See you, Wellington.
Pretty balanced scoring group out there right now for the Saints. 17 for Zaya, 24 for Benier.
Futu misses that one.
Tohi's got 13, Latmayan's got 12. Scorers everywhere.
Harangi Maria Dugumita out there in the corner for the Saints.
See the spacing of the Saints so high and wide.
Yeah, the shot clock is off here too, Lindsay Tate. Air
Pass.
Pocket pass, Dempster. Felt like he got all ball, but that shot's coming up. Let's see what that's the GJ Gardner Holmes replay. And Sam Dempster may have a case here. That's his third as well. Futu, he's got 3. Dempster's got 3. Akwuba, Greeter, they've got 4. Tohi misses the first.
Slowly adding up here. They'll get one more look at it here though, Nelson. 5.5 is an eternity. They should get a good look.
Sub on the make.
Smart sub by Zeke. Doesn't want his lead guard picking up a cheap one here.
So Arthur Pilcher in the game for Zico Coronel and the Saints.
Just trying to take the ball out of Langley's hands.
They need a bucket here.
Oh,
it's a flop warning. Langley can't get the roll.
Wow.
Azali Arthur's got the flop warning. I felt like he took that hit clean as well, but we have a 4-point game, and we'll be back after the break with the final 10 minutes.
Now it's time for the McGill Bola. Thanks to our good friends at Alto, one shot, half-court shot, this one. So you've been practicing hits for this one. You go that way. How you feeling, Joe? Pumped and had a good Mother's Day? You want to shout out to anyone? Don't be too shy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, The South Angels are going to keep an eye out for the best dancers in the crowd. And you're going to take home some goodies away with you.
Welcome back. It's a large veggie pizza for $30. Use our online code sales crossover is your keyword. Saints have a 4-point lead and they have the Giants in a little bit of foul trouble, to say the least. And Futu has got 3. Weber only has 3, so apologies. Maybe one, we missed one there.
I don't believe that, Miles. There's no way that Fitch would have pulled him with 3 at that stage of the game and kept him out right now. He's got to have 4.
Dempster for 3, closes it to 1.
Greeter's still out right now too.
Well, he's got 4.
Great on-ball D by McNaught.
Great work on Smith-Milner too, with the switch. As Ingham
Tough one late in the clock.
was called for the first foul of the quarter. Still a little bit quiet in the gym. Saints fans a little bit unsure about this game at the moment. Liafa with the right hand.
Yeah, too easy. Great take by Zay. Straight down the lane, easy lane.
Ingham knocks that down from the elbow.
That's his shot, Miles. Wing on ball, straight into it. Little stride stop, knockdown. Looks comfortable in there. And this pace has definitely slowed down from the Saints from where it started early in the game. Kind of favoring Nelson right now.
Dempster. Liafa with the rebound. That's his 6th rebound. He's got 6 assists with his 17 points. And he'll head to the Chemist Warehouse line.
It's interesting there, Miles. He just kind of Tohi and Mayan walking behind the ball, and Zay kind of gets he gets shots here, but interesting to see the way the Saints are playing right now. Normally a little bit more pace and structure to what they're doing.
You can choose your game MVP using that QR code. At the moment, it's Ben Ayre and Isaiah Liafa almost neck and neck. Ben Ayre's got 24, Liafa's got 20. Kobe Langley at 15%. He's got 20 along with Greeter for the Giants. Liafa misses again. And then Ben Levy and Sam Dempster. And that's called a jump, so it'll stay with the possession arrow to the Saints.
Little flex action here, flex screen, down screen here.
Offensive foul. Lat Mayan called for it off the ball.
It's the second one the Saints have been called for this evening.
That's his 3rd.
Just hanging around here, Nelson. Buying time. Pace is favoring them right now. Get into this little middle on ball. 4-2 gets the switch.
Dempster again.
Couple good looks for Sammy D.
Knocked the first one down, missed the last 2.
Here's Isaiah trying to push that pace a little bit.
Langley averages 4 steals a game, gets one there.
At least seen 3.
Ben Levy tied up Dan Futu, and that's his 4th foul.
Great kick ahead there after the steal, you know. Keep them on their heels, attack, stop the clock, get to the line. I like what Nelson's doing right now. Great hands, Langley.
Certainly does. That's his second steal of the game. 4-2 at the line.
I'm gonna vouch for him. I'm sure he's got at least 3. Review.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. They're gonna have to re-look at the game tape maybe tomorrow. 4-2 ties them up at 77.
They've waited till 8 minutes here, Miles, to get Greta back in, so they're trusting him. You know, you'd normally probably try hold him out 5, 6, but they're giving him 8 here, and they're keeping him on Ben Air. Interesting.
Greta, can they trust him with his 4 fouls? Dane Samuel had a clean look. Liafa over Akwuba, who's out there.
Tough D by McNaught there. Great hustle.
Akwuba, he only has 3 fouls on the live stats. Great catch.
Wow.
And the N1.
Kind of awkward alley there, Miles, and got caught in between, and it ended up working out great. Get an N1.
Fio Akwuba gives them the lead. Great catch, great timing, goes up.
He's an athlete. Great finish. No gather, 2 foot, 2 hand.
Just a 50% foul shooter, Hiram Harris. Gets that one to go down. Giants lead is 3. 7:30 to go.
And if I'm the Saints, I'm trying to run something at Greta right now because I know he can't foul nobody.
Let Mayan.
So pick and pop.
Oh, there's a steal again. Langley heading towards his average of 4.
Great pass.
Greta with the finish. Giants up and in on the Saints here.
We're talking about, you can feel that energy in that building right now, Miles. From here, it's tight.
Just the 1 loss on the season to the Nuggets. Liafa. Greta with the board.
Like kind of a contested 3 there. McNaught looked like he was tired. I'd like something at the ring if we can get it. Little post up here.
7 boards. The
Corner.
double.
Great D.
Liafa, he gets the steal. Air
Great
all
find.
alone. They
One more.
survived that one.
And Langley looks like he is fresh out here. I like how he does. He's got energy. Little twist screen. Finds a big man. Big
Akwuba.
hit. It'll be timeout for Zeke here. Big run by Nelson.
Theo Akwuba with 9 and 5. And they have a 7-point lead.
Oh, and they did a great job of holding the fort down until they could get their 2 bigs back out there. Nelson, they've just come in and been super effective on both ends of the court. You can see some smiles over there right now, but a lot of time to go in this game, Miles, with this firepower sitting over here with Wellington.
They look a little bit disjointed at the moment on offense. Since Greta and Akwuba have come back in the game, they've dominated again in the paint.
If you want to play for these type of teams too, Miles, you know, in a big city with one of the higher payrolls, you got to get comfortable being in scenarios where everyone wants and expects you to lose.
And Zico Coronel, what answers does he have?
Seemed like a pretty calm time out there. Some old heads, you know, they know what's going on. Saints have got a huge bench over there. Definitely bring a lot of people through, which is cool to see.
Well, let's see what response they have. Hiram Harris is coaching up a storm as well.
Yeah, baller. Love that he set the whole game on the side with a ball in his hand. That's a real one right there, boy.
You love to see it, Hiram Harris.
See what the Saints have got here. Massive position with them right now. Go to that middle on ball and get the switch.
Like Mayan, he's got Langley down there. Akwuba, is he called for the foul? Where's that foul coming from?
Yeah, that's for sure on him. It's got to be his 4th.
That is his 4th foul. Interesting. Greta And Akwuba out there. We initially thought that Akwuba had his 4th foul. Looks like they might have taken one off. But now he does indeed have 4. Liafa. There it is, going at Greta. And Tai just rushed it a little bit, didn't he?
They got the exact look that they wanted, but you're right, little rush, and pretty good D by Greta. Did everything he could to put up resistance without fouling.
Greta wants to dance with Smith-Milner. He does, left it short.
And a great look. He looks like he likes that matchup and got a pretty good look there, just left that one short as well. So,
Isaiah Liafa gets that roll.
That looked easy, just kind of playing at his own pace.
Just 5 points in the quarter so far for the Saints. Only 79 points through 3.5 quarters as well. This is an offense that averages 102 a game. Now some Giants defense to the 4 here. Langley for 3. Tahi Smith-Milner with a big rebound. Here comes Ben Eyre.
This is the pace they like, just probing.
Liao for 3. Mayan has it. Puts it up and in. Timeout, Mike Fitchett and the Giants. The Saints respond out of their timeout.
And I like that timeout by Fitch. I like the timing of it. You know, you keep that lead. It's a mental game as well. Take the air out of everything right now. Compose ourselves, get something good coming down.
Ben Eyre is your game MVP so far. If you want to change that, use that QR code or the website there to vote through the link or scan the code, and the winner gets a Sal's Pizza if their correct guess is chosen. 84-81, Giants with this tenuous 3-point lead. They've scored 14 points in this 4th quarter. The Saints just 7.
All the momentum has been with the Giants at the start of this 4th, but you can slowly feel Wellington clawing that thing back and a little bit of an energy shift. So again, thought that was a great timeout by Fitch. We'll see what they draw up coming out of this timeout here, Miles.
When they've lost recently, they have absolutely leaked points. They have had over 100 put on them in their losses in the recent rounds. But when they've won, they've really put the clamps on teams.
Really good effort defensively tonight to keep a team that's averaging over 100 to 81 with, I mean, there's still a lot of time left, but they've definitely locked in, and especially at times with foul trouble, the way they've dealt with that, it's been pretty impressive. I'm not going to sleep on the Saints team though. They could blow open at any time.
They'll need to lean on the energy of their building as well. Akwuba out there, up high. McNaught, excuse me. It is McNaught's 3. And McNaught with that hand strapped up. An injury suffered in the first half. That's his first jump shot of the game in some time, if at all. Mayan up high to Smith-Milner. Need to get it up. 7. Ben Eyre! Turn the corner and ties it up.
That was beautiful, that little action. Similar to the out of bounds, kind of a little flick setup. Then they ended with a little dribble touch in the middle to one of the best shooters in the comp. Knockdown, great fake handoff. Easy lay for Fotu at the other end.
Dan Fotu has 20 now. Ben Eyre's got 7 threes in this game on 10 attempts.
And as much as Tohi's been a threat on the perimeter, you know, Nelson's definitely attacking him on balls and on the perimeter. Whoa, that's a double dribble? What? What just happened?
Ty Smith-Milner can't believe it. And he's been teed up as well for it.
I'm not sure just what happened there, Miles.
Oh, that is a double dribble. Dan Fotu got away with one by any means necessary. Kobe Langley will go to the line.
And you know, as difficult as it is, these things happen, you know what I mean? Human error on both ends, and we just got to put it aside and move on as quickly as possible. The game moves too fast, Hoops. We can't dwell on this next possession. Wellington's in the bonus right now as well. They need to be aware of that. Nelson's got 1 foul to give. Greta doesn't, though.
Back to 5, the lead.
Is that little flex screen action again? Into the handoff, same play.
Ben here.
Step back. Exactly the same play there from Wellington and exactly the same result. So hopefully Nelson can make that read and adjust next time down.
Air's got 30.
Big hit by Air the last two. Big hit.
Time winding down.
Icing that middle on ball now, Miles, not letting them get to that left hand for Langley.
Fotu is just feasting on the defense of Smith-Milner at the moment.
There was a bit of that Tongan strength right there. Just put his shoulder on him. Great finish from the St. Mary's product.
He's got 24.
He's playing great tonight, young Fotu.
Smith-Milner pulls the trigger.
Yeah, he got that switch there on the big. I'd like to have seen him pull that one and have a little heat check, but trusted his teammate there. Tohi can't be mad. Great cut. Great shot fake. And one. Big play by Greedo.
Got that man in the air. His mate from Australian levels of basketball that they've just known each other for a long time. Australian centre of excellence along the way. They've faced off together in the Aussie NBL, and then Dan Greedo wins that time on that matchup. And you never want to count out a Saints team with that firepower, but that just might be a real dagger play there. 6. A couple of bang plays for the Saints from deep, and they'll tie it up, but everything just feels a little bit disjointed. This Giants defense has been superb. Ben Air, and it's the McNaught push on Smith-Milner.
Great job by Tohi. That's one thing that you do give up if you're switching down low. You know, the ability to offensive board at times with a point guard marking a power forward. So Tohi doing his job there and warring Alex under to get them another position.
Smith-Milner fouled there. Next one will be the bonus. And they're going to wipe up the wet spot in the middle there. Nelson, desperate for a win. Currently at 3-5, 8th on the Sal's NBL ladder. Part of the pack, chasing a playoff spot. Don't forget as well, the trade window opens in 45 minutes.
I'm going to put my name in.
Lindsay Tate is available. What a pickup on the waiver wire.
Now I'm going to try hard surfer now. Great play by Zaya, forcing the issue, getting downhill, getting something at the ring, stopping the clock. That's a high-level play there from a high-level guard. Both teams in the bonus, Miles. Last 2 minutes of the fourth.
Isaiah Liafa, these need to count for the Saints. 4 of 5 from the line. Can't get that roll.
22, 6 and 6 for Zay. Solid night. Need these free throws though.
Gets the second. Ben Levy out there for the Saints. He's got 4 fouls. Air's got 4. Mayen's got 4. Ben Levy just 1 point in this game. 7 boards. McNaught working with Akwuba. Kicks it out. Fotu's been immense in this fourth. Slapped away, and Ben Levy's fouled out.
He's been caught a couple of times, Ben Levy, on those closeouts. Tough one, because Fotu can shoot. Ripping through to the middle there. Love the kind of pace and poise that Nelson's playing while under pressure here. They're getting some great looks to finish this game. Time's on their side now.
Back into the game, number 22, Guy Samuel.
For sure not looking like a 3-5 team from what I can see, Miles. Real competitive.
Absolutely. This defense is locked in. Fotu gets the roll to go down.
Free throws will be massive coming down the stretch here. Free throws and no boards, always something to keep an eye on at the end of these games.
Misses the second. Saints down 7. Giants holding on.
He's been here with the pace.
Gets the end one.
Worst case scenario right there. No time off the clock. And one.
Who's that on as well? Is that going to be on Fotu or Akuba? Either way,
fouled out, they just said.
one of them is fouled out. It is Akuba.
Akuba, that is a big play there by Air. Another one. 2 big threes and now an and one with basically no time off the clock, and Akuba's got to go sit down. Massive play.
That is huge. Ben Air good on his foul shot. Down 4. Saints need stops.
Air's up to 33 now, I believe.
Giants have looked poised in this fourth quarter. They've executed superbly. Greeter spinning, fading, high archer, drops it down. Dan Greeter, 27 for the Aussie. Here's Ben Air. Ty Smith-Milner driving. Offensive foul. Sam Dempster, all 33 years.
Hey, and Sammy D, that's what he's been doing forever, man. Smart hit on him, poised, stepping into the gap, putting his body on the line. Massive play there. Minute 20 left on the clock. Big play, Sammy D.
That's what you want to see from his vet, Mike Fitchett, with his import off. Giants can just wind it down here. Just execute. Looking for some help is Fotu. And Ben Air's fouled out now. McNaught just left it out there for Ben Air to reach. And that is a tough break for the Saints because he's been superb all game, but he now has to sit with his 33 points. Rangi Maria Dougal-Mita out there for them.
Hell of a game by Air, man. Love the way that this young man competes and the way he gets after it, especially for his stature. Probably not the foul they want to give up here, Miles, but tough one. Ain't much time left on the clock. We need possessions. Big hit by McNaught. Looks like he's got the electrician duct tape on the hand there, sucking it out.
Certainly does.
Like that.
8 points. Liafa.
Greeter on them boards again.
Greeter, big rebound. Number 9 for him. And that'll be it for the Saints, down 8. Now some Giants just have to execute here.
Interesting here, Miles. I normally see a Saints team, they wouldn't just let the clock play out like this. We'd shift something and try something. Just kind of let the clock run out on them here.
Sam Dempster fighting for that board. Timeout, Zico Coronel. What trick does he have up his sleeve?
I think he's got an 8-point trick up his sleeve.
He quoted Rudyard Kipling's "If, Triumph and Disaster."
Oh yeah, I like that. Who's that from?
Rudyard Kipling.
I might have to steal that one.
Where's Dan Greeter?
Yo, what's up?
Where's Dan Fotu?
I did have a go on mix and pick. That was fun though. Bit of fun if you all get in there.
Yeah,
give yourself a shot for some of them veggie pizzas.
That's fantastic user experience. Saints staring down just their second loss of the season unless they have miracles happen. 36.6 seconds. Tracy McGrady did it, but it's
Reggie Miller.
Reggie Miller did it. It's a whole different ball game. Matt Main to trigger the plate. Dane Samuel too strong. Dempster with it. And Dougal-Mita picks up that foul.
That's his second foul.
Shots coming up for Alex McNaught. What a win here by the Giants.
Man, showed a lot of character, Miles, to come in here with this record and a little bit beat up, dealing with foul trouble. Always a tough place to play. Sunday evening, big win for the Giants, and you know what, for the Saints, I know this one will hurt, but what a beautiful learning experience. You know, go away. You know you're super talented. Regroup. Get back on the horse next week.
You're absolutely right. Win or lose, though, the fans are desperate to get on the floor at the end of this game, meet their team, which is great to see. This is the Giants team whose defensive rating is 110. You are so right, Lindsay Tate. They are not a 3-5 team.
No, a couple late additions, you know what I mean, and obviously starting to find a little bit of chemistry and rhythm. And they're going to be a problem once they catch their legs and head into this second half of the season. They're going to be a fun little team to watch. Good balance too, of kind of some older heads and some of them young boys that Fitch is bringing through. But again, I'm not sleeping on these Saints. I know what they're about. I know the type of talent that they've got. I'm sure that they'll learn from this and be a problem moving forward. Still got Hiram to bring back as well, Miles.
Well, their next 5 games, they've got the Phi at home, and then they're on the road to the Tuatara and the Bulls in an Auckland 09 double. And then they've got the Hawks away and the Phi away. They have some tough road games ahead, the Giants. So picking up a road win in Wellington is to be commended. They'll leapfrog the Nuggets at the 7th spot. And then for the Saints, their next 5, they're on the road up to the Bulls next Sunday. It will be a Sky Open game next Sunday afternoon. And they've got the Rams at home, which will be a great game. And they've got to face Tauranga Fire's Leafa's 3 is good.
Big hit.
And they've got a Tuatara in Auckland and the Phi at home.
Just playing the foul game now. Basically, you have to rely on Giants to miss shots and generate quick ones at the other end off the fly to have a chance here.
What a treat on a Sunday night. You got school tomorrow, kids. It's 8:25 p.m. local. Love to see it. Saints, just a great product in Wellington.
Shooter's touch.
Gets the roll as Kobe Langley. He's been superb. He's flirted with a triple-double here. He's got 22, 7 and 9. And just a collision there.
The old cheeky box out as you're following through. Try and knock you off your follow-through.
I believe the Saints are going to call a player timeout here. So they advance the ball. Dragging this one out are the Saints, but they're staring down their second loss.
Your 3 here will bring it to a 2-possession game, but 23 seconds on the clock. They're cutting it fine here to give themselves a chance.
And they've sent the Giants to the line 30 times from the Chemist Warehouse charity stripe. Leafa gets the finger roll.
Isaiah's got 28 tonight, 6 and 6. Covering the stat sheet. I'm sure he'd take a dub over all of that though.
Langley will walk down to the foul line.
Oh yeah, nothing better than when you're an import and they're giving you free lunch at the end of the games too on these free throws. Knock them down, my guy.
Well, Kobe Langley, he averages just over 12 points a game. This has been a breakout game for him. From High Point, North Carolina, Kobe Langley, he's announced himself to Sal's NBL fans with this game with a 24, 7 and 9 scoreline currently. A noted defender at college.
Love the way he competes, Miles. Great name, Kobe. They're the great one.
Here comes Leafa. Takes a long 3. Misses it all. With 11.2 to go. Let's see if the Saints foul here or they're just going to let it run out.
That'll do it, fellas.
You've got a breakfast club run at 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's us, 6:30, man. Come through. We've got to get that working for the next ones playing out here.
That'll be it. They need to score. Every point matters. Greeter in and out. What a win for the Giants. They pick up a 105-96 win over the Wellington Saints. Dan Greeter let those mullet locks flow. Sam Dempster and the Nuggets, excuse me, the Giants I should say, leapfrog the Nuggets to 7th spot as round 7 concludes. Ben Ayre is your game MVP as the teams dap it up at the end of the game. And it's going to be a Giants win here. It has been an excellent game of defense. The Nelson Giants put 35 on the Saints in the 4th quarter, and they held the high-scoring, high-flying Wellington Saints to 96. No easy feat keeping the Saints under 100 in this season. They average 102 a game. And Greeter, Futu and Langley, the architects. Akwuba did well to manage his fouls. Rebounds are plenty. And Smith, Milner and Land getting on the glass for the Saints. Langley had 9 assists. And Akwuba with his 3 blocks. A real presence inside was the difference. 3 steals for Langley and Leafa as well. On behalf of Lindsay Tate and the Sky Sport crew, it smiles around for Langley and the Giants. They'll walk off TSB Arena floor with a dub, a hard-fought win against the Saints. And this is how it looks heading into round 8, the first 3 games. Thanks so much for watching. Happy Mother's Day to you all. As we say goodnight, Pomarie from Wellington.